your hit points as a cleric. It's got 1 to 6. Got man. All right, you'll be all right.
What
You got 1 hit
was
point.
better than two?
All
Don't feel good. I only got one as well.
right, monies. All right, 9 coppers. We're gonna spend 3 on a symbol. Your holy symbol. What weapon would you like to start with? Oh wait, first of all, is this gonna be the heir to Niall or is this gonna be the heir to Kyle?
That'd be a horrible layer.
Oh, you know what, fucker, bro? It's an heir to Nile, bro. He's gonna take everything.
Okay, okay.
He said we ball.
We ball, bro. We're gonna have fun, man.
So this is the heir of Niall. Just had an unlucky start to life. All right. In that case, aside from the 9 coppers or 6 that you have currently, additionally you receive 10% of Niall's experience in money. So that's gonna be 70 coppers. Okay, so at 70, at 76 now, and then 90% of what he had banked. So, let's see. That was about 200 something, about 289. So, grab a calculator. 289 times 0.9. You receive 260. So 260 plus 70. Okay, you're at 330. 336 total. 336. 6. Alright. So, very good start. Right? Now that you are the heir to somebody. Alright. Heir is. What is his new character's name going to be?
Um,
Doing the random one?
Peter.
Peter?
Peter.
Wild.
Alright, you
Yeah,
can be Peter.
It's a nice Bible name.
Here's Peter. Okay. Notes have been updated. Additionally, you're inheriting the equipment that was brought back to down, right? So, say Niall was buried with his helmet, but you can inherit everything else. His spear, sling, pouch, stones, shortbow, quiver, arrows, and his bag of supplies. Unless you want to leave anything to be buried with him, you're gonna take all of this. So he's gonna keep his clothing and helmet at the very least. But everything else is yours.
Okay.
So you already have a decent amount of starting gear. Put your clothes here. Okay. Additionally, you've got tons of monies, right? So, first thing I might recommend is you can improve your character. It's up to you if you want to improve your character. It's very cheap since you have a low start. Would you be interested?
Get full armor, like yeah, some good armor.
Okay, I'll
like
get you.
head to toe every.
Okay, heavy helmet, heavy gamson, and heavy plate. How's that? Are you open to being a heavy footman, or do you want to be a medium footman?
Medium footman.
Okay,
I don't
so
think.
we'll go with some decent. We'll go with some decent armor like that for now. That's only 20 pounds of armor. No, that's 40 pounds of armor already, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cheap. It only costed 15 coppers. 336 minus 15. 336 minus 15. So 300 and plus 6. Can't math right now. Okay, so we're at 321. Alright. If you want. Oh, go ahead.
Yep.
Sorry, you were gonna say something?
No. Keep recommending me stuff. I
Okay.
like this recommendation stuff.
All right.
That's going on.
I would also recommend to improve your dexterity right away because that's going to affect your armor class. And if you're worried about being hit, you need a good dexterity to protect you.
Yeah, I'd like to reroll a dexterity. How much that is that like 90?
It'll be 50 because you have 5 dexterity.
Oh yeah.
Is that okay?
Oh hell yeah, reroll. Yep.
Okay.
I want to be able to use a bow
All
or
right,
something.
let's see what you get. 13. Nice, nice. That's a huge improvement.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so
I
you
would
got
like
plus
to
6.
swap out my short bow for what's like a really good bow.
Compound.
Okay, so
Com-
271.
compound.
Good bow. If you're gonna be on foot the entire ways, you're gonna want a war bow or a long bow or a composite bow. Okay, but war bow is the best, the fastest one. If you want something that's very accurate and high damage bow, you're gonna go with a crossbow or a heavy crossbow.
Does it like? Do I need to charge a shot for a crossbow?
Yeah,
Like
you do.
take a turn like a kite? Oh,
Yeah, but then it deals more damage if you actually hit and has a higher accuracy. Slower rate of fire,
yeah. I'm
higher
gonna
accuracy.
go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a crossbow.
Crossbow? Okay. Do you want the heavy one or the normal one or the light one?
What do you recommend? Because I have no clue about any of these ones.
Alright. If you're okay with having a two-handed weapon, go with a normal or heavy, right? Normal is pretty versatile. The heavy, the only difference is it's heavier, a bit slower, but way more accurate, way more damage. Another difference is that uh, to note of is, let's see. Oh yeah, the light crossbow is one-handed, so if you want a latchet, this is what it's called. It doesn't deal very good damage though. Um, yeah, so latchet. I would recommend heavy crossbow if you're okay with having a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, cleric with a heavy crossbow. I like the sound of that. That's
Sounds good.
definitely what a cleric would have.
Yep, and it's called an arbalest. So you're an arbalester. Let's see.
Oh,
You'll
but
get
that's oh yeah.
a sling on there, and a quiver of corals. All right, so slum, arbalest, quiver, corals. Alright, if you want more ammo, let me know. Or if you want special ammo, let me know. But for now, you've got 5 shots. And you shouldn't need more than 5 unless you're going to be out in the open battlefield firing volleys and shit. But 5 should be enough. Let's see. Alright, the total cost is... Actually, I have to double check. Let's see. Arbalist. It's 5 coppers for an arbalist. Alright. That means the total cost is 7 coppers. So it's pretty affordable. It's a very effective weapon.
Oh what?
Only costs 7 coppers. Oh, 8 coppers total with the sling included. So from 271 minus 8. Let's see.
Bolts back. Evidently, I fell asleep.
263.
Holy shit.
We know.
We were trying to wake you up.
Good morning. Alright.
Morning, mate. It's the middle of the fucking day.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright. Do you want to improve your hit points?
Yes, please.
Okay. So it'll only cost you 10 for that. You're at 253.
Oh what?
Yeah, because you only have 1 hit point, so it's very easy for you to improve. Alright, we'll roll again.
Wait, wasn't his
You can either
last
take a...
character captured as well?
What was that?
Wasn't his last character captured as well?
He's using Nile, who was killed by hobgoblins.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's the heir of Nile, so
Yeah.
he actually gets to take something. Yeah. Because it was a confirmed kill. Alright. Alright, anyway, for that. But yeah, good question. Yeah, no, but he's good. Hit points. Yeah, you can take 3, you can take a +1, or you can reroll. I would say reroll if you're okay with it. It's the best chance you've got.
Reroll.
Ah, what the heck? Alright, that's unfortunate. You have to pay an extra 10 to try again. Is that okay?
Yeah, do it again. Do it again,
Okay.
bro.
Alright, hopefully we can get a 6 this time. Oh my god, the dice just hate you. They hate your guts. Alright.
That's the. Oh, bro.
Do you want to keep trying? It will cost 20 this time if you want to try again.
Do it, but roll yourself 300.
Nah, fuck it. I like it when he rolls. It's quicker.
Okay, do you want to try it again or do you want to move on to something else?
I want you to roll again.
Okay, again.
Why not?
All right, 223. You underwent intense training, multiple training programs. All of them kind of failed you. Let's see if this one works. Okay, that's decent. Third time's the charm.
Yeah, yeah.
Get 4 now.
There we go.
That's decent.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to train before we start or buy? You've got a good weapon. You've got a symbol. You pretty much have everything you might need. You've got a decent amount of supplies too.
Yeah. I would like maybe 4 grenades, maybe. No, just two grenades.
Okay, shrapnel grenades. Sounds good.
Yeah.
In that case, we'll get you. Do you want a lantern on your belt too, and some oil or candles? I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. So do lantern, tinderbox, candles, 3 of them, and grenade shrapnel, 2 of those. All right, total price is 2, 3, 4, 5. Or sorry, 2, 3, 4. 24 coppers. 24 coppers.
Yep.
All right, so you're at 199. Do you want anything else?
I'm gonna ask.
Oh, you need a pouch too. Oops. Sorry, what was it?
I'm gonna ask the crew the money. If they want me to buy them.
You should focus on yourself at most, right? So things, other
Should pick
things
up
you
a
might want to.
horse.
Yeah, you want a horse?
Yep. I want a horse.
Okay. You can afford a roundcy with tack and saddlebags. Yeah, that's gonna cost you about
Whatever
140.
is short, I'll cover it.
If you want a palfrey, it's gonna cost a little more. A palfrey would be 210 total. You're at 198. So if you want a fully equipped palfrey, you would need an extra 12 coppers. And that'll be all your money. So I would recommend going with the roundcy for now, which is a normal horse. You can always upgrade later.
Yep.
Okay. And you can afford that yourself then.
Fine.
Alright, sounds good.
Yep.
So in that case, you're only spending 140 fully equipped roundcy. So you would have 58 left.
Yep.
Okay, nice. Got yourself a horse. You're now mounted. Got some tack. Got some saddlebags. Well equipped, right? Your father had to crawl so that you could walk, right? Let's see. Or ride a horse in this case. What do you see? Your name's gonna be Peter, right? This is Peter.
Yep.
He's the heir of Nile, right? Anything else you want to buy or start with?
Nah, that.
Good to go.
Yeah, I might just say.
Okay, sounds good. Just to let you know, you have 2 missile weapons, a short bow just in case, and a crossbow. The short bow is your father's. Do you want to put on your horse, or do you want to keep it on you as well?
I'm gonna put on the horse. I'm gonna put that on the horse.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, you are good to go. All right, thank you. Okay, next up is going to be Alpha. It's Algar. So, one moment.
I'm here.
All right. What would you like to prepare for this one? You've got 0 coppers on you, looks like. Oh, you were here in the last one, right? So you should have 3. Oops.
Yeah, I was here in the last one.
Okay. All right. You should have 6. I mean.
Did I ever get my spear back from gold?
No. Yeah. No.
We can make that change in a bit once it's Gold's turn.
Okay. Yeah, because I had a slung spear.
Okay.
I don't need anything right now. I'm good.
All right. Yeah, I must have forgot to track the monies. Something. Let's see. Because I believe it was
There was someone with
36
sword.
coppers. I did the same shares. It was 3 for the ones who died or retainers. And then it was 6 for everyone else. Johnson should have 6
I think
coppers
I
on him.
owe someone a short sword.
Alright, just a moment. You gotta make some minor changes real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I think you had to pay your retainer actually, so you're the one that gets 3 fail. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not bringing my retainer this time because I'm gonna get I get an extra invisibility, and that'll be pretty much all I need. Literally, like no prep.
Okay, yeah, so Algar, you got 6 coppers on you, and you got 57 in the bank. What would you need?
I don't need nothing. I'll just bank those 6.
Okay, sounds good. You're already ready. Perfect. So, 63. All right, next is.
I don't think you updated. I don't think you updated my intelligence.
Huh.
It was a 15 when I re-rolled.
Right.
That must have been one intensive.
Okay, maybe I had a typo somewhere.
We did 15.
Yeah, because I had paid to
Train,
to increase my. Yeah.
You were mentally.
Okay, yeah, you're
Damn.
right. Let's fix that. You rolled or 15 in the dice channel earlier, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fair. Just make sure I remember this right. Okay. Anything? Yeah, that was it, right, for you? Okay, so Johnson,
Yeah.
you're next.
Yeah. So, I have a couple questions. Can you get a master bow?
Masterwork bow? Yeah. Any weapon can be masterwork.
Okay. So, it's times 10 for masterwork, right?
Indeed. So they're pretty cheap, right? Let's see.
Yeah. So, how much cover was the combo?
Oh, just a second. My work is calling.
There's 7, so times 10 would be 7.
Okay, never mind. I'm good. Alright. You want a masterwork weapon? Oh, I need to let you know your character is poisoned until 26 July 10, right? So you'll be poisoned for 10 days.
Can I get some that I need to get anti?
So you can either pay for magical treatment, or you can pay for medical treatment, or you can just rest it out, right? Just
How? Okay. Alright, how
wait
much
it
is
out.
it to get it magically treated?
It'd be a cure disease spell. So let me double check what that is. Price. It's kind of expensive. I don't think it's worth it for just 10 days. You might just switch characters for a while. We'll see. Right. Cure disease is a 3rd level spell. Instantaneous. Alright. Including those magical. Okay, so yeah, it costs 60 coppers for magical treatment.
Yeah.
I don't think that's worth it, right? So you might as well. There's also medical treatment, which is cheaper, but all it does is it halves the amount of time it takes. So
Yeah, give me medical.
medical. So instead of being recovered 26, you'll recover 5 days earlier. The treatment would cost 1 day for.
So no,
What was that?
so no matter what, I can't play Johnson. Okay.
Only if you do the magical treatment. That's the fastest one.
Yeah, I want
You
to.
technically could play him, but he'd be very ineffective.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not paralyzed. He's just sick. He can't do anything physical, and he can't walk well.
Yeah.
So,
And I want to be able to play him again today.
yeah,
But-
not today at least. So the best idea is to start up a new character your second, right? He's close, but
Well, I could just use my retainer.
yeah. Do you want to play as Tethro today?
Yeah, I played a Tetra. Johnson's gonna take normal medical treatment and like just.
Pay for the normal medical treatment. All right. So
Yeah.
the full cost for normal medical treatment, then, how it works is, of course, it helps you, it helps you recover faster, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
I really want to get Johnson leveled up.
if he takes one medicine a day, then he heals or he's recovering twice as fast, right? But that's per day. Therefore,
Alright.
you'd only have to pay for 5 days of treatment. So it only cost you 5 coppers for medicine and 5 days. Yeah. So the main expense would be it's cheap for medicine, but then you still gotta rest and heal for the next 5 days.
That's fine.
All right, you're down to 1 copper on your person, and you're sick until the 21st. Okay. All right.
Alright.
So after the 21st, you'll be cured. Okay.
Let me check what Petro has.
Let me get your other character then. You're gonna play as Tethro today.
Yeah. Notes and stuff. I haven't updated. Can I get for Tetra? Can I get the lantern, candles, and tinner box back?
You want to get this back from Johnson?
Yeah, from Johnson.
Okay. So backpack, lantern, candles, tinderbox, bandages, lockpick. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
He's gonna. How much copper does he have? He has 96. He's gonna buy some arrows. Because what he had, fire arrow, not normal arrows, so he needs normal.
Okay. So, prior to this, of course, Johnson was an NPC and he banked his money, actually. So, if you take that money out, it's gonna be charged the protection fee.
Petro has his own money.
Yeah, he has his own money. Banked
He has 96.
copper pieces of 96.
Yeah.
Alright, well, maybe he kept them on him since he wasn't adventuring. So 96 coppers is what you can spend as Tethro.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's gonna buy some normal arrows.
Fire arrows, you said, or normal?
Normal, because fire arrows are on Johnson. He's just gonna run with
Okay, you want to just grab these then? The fire...
arrows.
There's no fire arrows on Johnson. You might be confusing it.
Really? Because I took the
You might have put it on something else or gave it to someone, right? Took them off.
must be, yeah. Confusing. Sure, I took them. Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, looks like you moved them. So,
Yeah,
at some
so
point.
yeah, but I want some normal ammos for Tetsuo, so
Okay, yeah. He purchased 10. Anything else? You still want fire arrows?
yeah, keep the fire arrows. Sorry, I'm slightly underprepared for Tetsuo. I was expecting to play Johnson still.
Yeah. He's sick, as you might remember.
Yeah. Let's buy some rations.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
How many
Yeah,
rations?
that's all I need, right?
Yeah, how many
I'll
rations?
say-
3?
I'm sorry, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And how many? Does anyone else have rations?
Probably, but
Yes.
focus on yourself for now. If you need to buy extra rations, you can. But so far, we haven't really stayed adventuring till lunch, so you haven't really needed
Yeah.
rations lately.
Just be careful. I'm gonna buy 8 rations.
It's 8 pounds of gear, just to let you know.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Banking the rest of your money? Is that fine?
Yep, he banks. The show banks. So.
Alright, so So Johnson has become an NPC in town because you're playing as Ethan now, or I'm at Tethro. So
Alright, I need to update whose sheet I have. So, Tectro has basically everything he has already. Yeah, should be
all right, let's go on to the next player then. All right, Geese, it's your turn to prep. So you've got 3 coppers on you. Do you need to prepare anything?
You say geese?
Yep, you.
I'm bringing Vale, and then I want to buy and cast ability on my horse.
Cast invisibility on the horse
Actually, cast it on me.
now, or do you want to wait?
Yep.
Okay, you're certain you want to cast it now, because you know if you do anything that deactivates it, it was a waste, right?
Yeah, it's permanent, right? Until you do anything that activates it. So as long as I cast it on myself, should be good.
Okay.
There's
sure.
a thought process behind it. You'll see it in a minute.
All right, very well. So you got invisibility, which is I think a 2nd level spell, right? And you cast it over
40,
yourself.
yeah.
So yeah, 40 coppers. You'll start the adventure invisible. We'll take out banked funds for that. So
Yep. So it'll look like my horse is just pulling, you know what I mean,
right.
a cart rather than.
Okay.
And then when I get off, it's just going to be me being invisible behind them. That way I can do shit without having to worry.
Right. Very well. 126 minus 45 is how much you've got left in the bank.
I'm taking your advice. When you go somewhere, you should go look elsewhere.
Yeah.
I'm one of the only people that can see in the dark gray, so.
Yeah, you would be a good scout. Let's see. As an elf. Alright. So yeah, I guess your extra precautions. Very good. Kind of expensive, but very good. We'll see. Alright. Anything else you need to prepare before we set out?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. You're not bringing your retainer, right?
Nah, you can stay back.
Okay, sounds good. Alright, Gold, it's your turn to prepare. So, you've got 7 coppers on you. Do you need anything?
I'm hating myself for doing this, but I might need to pull out. I have caught myself falling asleep almost every single second.
Are you sure you want to play? Maybe you should just get some sleep.
I'm not
Get some sleep, man.
Yeah, get some sleep,
yeah,
brother.
Get some sleep, man. If you're tired, the game, you can play a game at any time.
Yeah,
Get
sleep
some
is
rest,
play.
shitty cleric.
Good
playing.
night.
You're the one to talk, mister.
Bro.
Very good. Alright. Thanks for showing up, though.
Good
Appreciate it.
night.
Have a good night, brother. It was nice playing with you. Let's see. Christopher. You're about to be next. Give me your stuff.
I want to roll a new character because my character is ass.
Okay. You just want to roll a brand new character? That's fine. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, your other character becomes an NPC then. Non-playable. If you make a new character.
That's fine.
Alright. So, you're an elf.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some dice rolls.
Oh, you already rolled it? Okay. What'd you get? 7, 10, 8. 7, 13, 7.
Yeah. What can I do with that?
I'm not sure if this one's much better than your last one, but alright. What class do you want to take? Magic user?
What's the suggested one for that?
It's gonna be a magic user because you have high intelligence or decent intelligence.
That's fine.
Okay. Three plus one, 4 hit points. Alright, starting funds. 16. Spellbook, you're at 13. And then starting spells, do you want 2 random to Dungeon Master Chosen or one of your choice?
Random.
2d12s. Alright, 3 and 10, so. You're gonna start with Floating Disc and Shield.
Shield. Okay.
Before game starts, I have a question when you get done.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Just remind me when I get everyone else ready after. Alright, 13 coppers left. Anything else you want to start with?
Can you transfer everything from Christopher to this one?
You can't. He's his own person now, right?
Oh shit.
He's NPC. So you only can switch characters once per game, right? Like as if you make a new character.
Oh.
Right, so he's non-playable now, right? Until your next game. It's not like a video game, right? So, where like you can just throw up all your loot onto your brand new character. Like he has his own life, right, Christopher? So, if you want to switch characters, this character who doesn't already exist yet, once you start making him, Christopher's no longer yours until your next game. You can switch back to Christopher. Maybe they can meet. So,
Oh, well.
possibly, yeah.
Let's
It's
see.
usually how the case is.
Right.
I mean, do you want to transfer gear from Christopher to him, this new one?
Yeah.
All right. What are you trying to transfer?
Mainly, like, let's see. Let's okay, what I have. Christopher. My Jameson, my, fire arrows, my horse and stuff. And that's it.
Okay.
And money.
Gamson, horse, fire arrows, anything else?
That's it.
I mean, you're gonna just take the fire arrows and not the bow, or are you gonna buy? Are you planning on buying a new bow with this character, or what's the deal?
I was gonna give the fire arrows to Ethan.
Okay. I see what's going on.
And then I would like to buy a crossbow instead.
So fire arrows going to Johnson, right?
Yep.
Oh, not Johnson, Tethro, right? He's playing with Tethro today.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 5 on you, so 10. Alright, we're on your last character. And that was everything, right? You didn't want to take anything else?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there's a quiver on him, yeah.
Okay. Quiver and 10 arrows. Anything else? Alright. Let's like try to be decisive.
Yeah, that's all that's all I want to take from him. Now I want to buy a crossbow and some bolts.
Okay. Bear in mind these arrows that you just took off your last character. Oh wait. Did you want the arrows or not the arrows?
I don't want the arrows now.
Okay. So, where would your other character put these arrows? Is he gonna throw them away? Because he wouldn't have a quiver anymore, right?
Yeah, it's fine. Or store him on the horse.
Okay, store him on the horse. Alright, and you want what kind of crossbow?
Just a regular crossbow.
I'll get you a sling for it too, if that's okay.
Yep.
And some corals.
Are you in corals? Okay, I thought they were called bolts.
Same thing. Corals is the term we use here. It's the medieval term for them. Either way works, but yeah. Alright, total price. Let's see. I think a crossbow is like 3 coppers. I'll double check though.
Yep. It's 3.
It's a 3? Okay, with the sling it's 4, so with some corals it's 5. Alright, you've got 8 left. Anything else you want?
Give me a dagger and a sheath.
Anything else?
Do I have enough for anything else?
You got 4 copper left.
4 cover. Okay.
Do you want some supplies? Maybe a backpack?
Yeah, give me a backpack.
Okay, yeah, so you can put your spellbook away. Anything else? You've got 1 copper left.
1 copper. Give me 5 more corals.
Alright. What's your character's name?
Let's see. Shit. Can you choose one for me?
Yeah. Get you around 1. Alright, so you've got, let's see, 50, 47, 5. Alright. 3, and then 6. Alright, your name is Reem.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. This is for honestly.
Did you roll my hit points yet, or what?
Yep.
Okay.
That was like right after your ability scores and you chose your class, right? We rolled a d4, scored a 3 plus 1, so you got 4.
Okay, nice. It's better than my last one, actually.
Right. Alright, Kat, it's your turn. Last you played, you left off with 980 copper pieces. Do you need to prepare anything?
Is that me?
Kat.
No.
Do I have everything? I think I have everything.
No, you can get spells.
Do you want some spell scrolls?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get you a case then, and 1 case carries up to roughly 30 or so scrolls. 10 scrolls usually weighs a pound, so you can carry quite a few scrolls on your belt. But scrolls are kind of expensive. So naturally you have access to old cleric scrolls, but only at to maximum level. It's supposed to be level 2, but I've made some leeway since our town's doing well. We can also use level 3 spells now. So town it down, if they weren't doing as well, right, they wouldn't have access to level 3 spells. But they're doing really good, so they have access to level 3 spells too, for sale. So those are very powerful for clerics, of course. You already know, maybe, what's available at level 3. But I'll go over the rules in case you don't. So let's see. Okay, so basic rules. Right.
She can cast actual light. I forgot about that.
So of course you can get all these scrolls. So let's do that. These are magic users. Oops. Let's see. They're gonna look at these. So here's some level 1 scrolls available. And you also need to see the expert rules as well, in case you want some higher level scrolls. Level 1 scroll costs 20 coppers, by the way. Level 2 scrolls cost 30 or 40 coppers, and level 3 scrolls cost 60 coppers. The most expensive. All of them, of course, one-time use. Alright, here's your chart. So this is every cleric spell list, or cleric spell available to you up to level 3 in town. Third level spells, which means that there's a level 7 or 6 caster in town, right? Alright, so let's get these things purchased. You've got, again, 980. I had you buy a case, so you're at 979. You've got a case in your belt that will carry all your scrolls. Alright, what scrolls do you want though? These are all available to you. Right.
Where is it? The cure disease.
Yep, that one's really powerful. How many do you want? They each cost 60.
I'll take 2.
Okay. So 979 minus 120. You're at 859. Okay, scrolls. You have, of course, cure disease. 2 of those. Alright, any more scrolls you want? Any other ones? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Or did I get disconnected?
No, I can hear you.
Okay. Kat,
Sorry, my mic was flipped over.
any other scrolls you want Macy to start with? Also, welcome back. Alright, Alpha, is everything good? Oh, you got a connection issue. Okay. Alright, let's move on for now then. I guess, go to Ming. Alright, not to delay any longer than we need to.
Hello.
Oh, okay, welcome back. Sorry. Alright, just a moment, Ming. We can hear you. Anything else you want to start with? It started glitching.
Yeah.
Alright, are there any other scrolls you want to start with?
Yeah, the hold person.
Okay. Hold person. Oh, there it is. Yeah, second level. Alright, 40 coppers. Is that okay?
Yeah, 2 of them.
2 of them. Okay. So, 80 coppers. Alright, you're down to 779. Anything else?
Detect magic.
Okay. How many do you want?
just gonna do one.
Anything else?
And one protection from evil.
Okay. Anything else?
And holy water.
How many flasks would you like?
3.
Alright, so that's 12, 13 right there. So 746. Alright. Anything else?
Just bank the rest.
Alright, sounds good. 746, 118. Alright, 864 in the bank. Okay. A sergeant has joined our ranks. Level 3 cleric. Let's see. Then you're next as Morpheus. You've got 10 coppers on you.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah, 37 in the bank. Anything you need?
Do I have rations on me?
You do. You have 3 rations.
Alright, are they still kosher?
Yes, they're still good. You haven't had to eat them yet.
Okay, honeys. Then I should have the same setup that I did when we did the march with the army. So if I'm not mistaken, I should have 1 sleep spell prepared as part of my spell set, 2 sleep scrolls, and 3. Where else? I had sleep and I had magic missile. I think I've got 3 magic missiles.
We can
If
double
I've
check.
still got that set up, bow and arrow, and my rations, then I.
Yeah, 3 magic missile scrolls, 2 sleep scrolls. Is that right? It's still there. Was there anything else? Okay. Banking the rest of your money.
Sorry, man, I was muted. Yeah, I guess I'm fine for now.
Okay, sounds good. Alright. Did I skip over anyone at all? Or was that everyone? Okay. So, you all should be ready to play now. That was preparations. I'll try to figure out a way to speed things up for preparations in the future. But I know it does take a good portion of the game. Okay, so take 5 minutes break, and what's up?
I implemented a prep web post in my game, and it really sped things up.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, possibly something like that, but the thing is, then I have to look at that stuff outside of the game, right? And then that's gonna take away from how often we can play, so that's the only thing. So that's good. I do have that, plans and discussions for you guys to do that, but unless...
The way I did it
yeah.
is right before game, I had, you know, how they had the character sheet?
Yeah.
I had them post their character sheet, and then under their character sheet, I had them post the price of what they wanted to buy, and the total cost of everything under it.
Okay.
And it's in list form, and it made things so fast.
Alright, yeah, so if y'all can do that, that would be perfect, yeah, something like that. In plans and discussions, right, you can post your list of gear, so it helps you know what you want, so then you can help me know what you want when the time comes. If that helps, right, just an idea to put out there, right, so, appreciate your ideas, Keys, yeah, we'll definitely, I'll definitely encourage you all to do that, if you can, right, so you all know what you want on your turn, or have a list already typed out. Okay, I'll see you guys soon, enjoy a 5-minute break, I'll see you soon.
When you get back, I'll ask one question.
Oh yeah, sorry. You can ask it now if you want.
So I have never played an elf in your server. For the vision, can they see in complete darkness, or do they need dim light?
Needs dim light. Nothing in our game can see in complete darkness except certain monsters who do have real infravision, like reptiles. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
everything needs light, even the orcs.
That's
and
why I needed
goblins.
that clarified
Yep.
because, you know, my situation.
Yeah, it switched from infravision to night vision. So, night vision requires at least
Yeah,
dim lighting. Yeah, moonlight. Yeah.
yeah, I read that in the rules, but I wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm. And in exchange, though, of course,
Alright, cool.
you have a harder time seeing in bright daylight. So.
Yep.
All right. I'll
That's
see
all
you
I
soon.
needed. Thank you.
All good. Yeah.
Guys, who's taking lead? Hello?
Anyone but Morpheus. Anyone but Morpheus. He will lead you to doom.
I am invisible, so I am staying quiet.
Ethan, lead us, bro.
Say that, Ethan.
Gonna be the leader then.
Ethan's is killed.
Ethan,
No
you
pressure,
lead.
buddy.
I've done it before.
Good, you can do it again. Excellent.
The issue is, I don't think Tato is as charismatic as Johnson.
So is this going to be another army style march? Sorry, man. Is this going to be another army style march, or are we going to be delving into some dungeons?
We're dungeon done. If I can get my computer to work. Why is it stopped?
It's gonna be completely up to him. I'm here for the ride, whatever he decides. I'm prepped for pretty much just about anything, except surprise centipedes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, let's take this right to determine where we want to go. So we want to go.
Which honestly, I was prepped for the centipedes. I just forgot I had a sleep scroll.
Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of outside versus inside for me because, I mean, in a dungeon, magic missile may be better because of the close quarters. But if we're in an open field,
I got the fireballs.
yeah, I think it was you who like freaking rained down hell, and that worked really well. So, I mean, if we know that up front, we'd be able to set ourselves up accordingly, you know?
I've got 5 magic missile scrolls, and I'm going to have I've memorized sleep and I've memorized magic missile this time since I'm going to be kind of scouting. I'm pretty much going invis and I'm walking around looking for shit. So you guys are going to need probably torches on your area.
I've got shield. If I cast that over both of us geese, would you still be able to cast some spells?
Well, I'm not going to be near you guys. Because you guys got a big enough party and decent mages. You don't need me, right? So I'm taking advantage of the invisibility if we go into a new area to scout, right?
Yeah, good idea. Scout on ahead, and then will you be coming back and relaying what you see, or are you just gonna kind of go rogue?
I'm meant to obliterate an entire area. I'm not really. I've got ventriloquism. Of course, I have to see you for that. But what I'm going to do is essentially. Does anybody have a string?
Hey, what?
A string.
A string?
String.
Because with a string, you can essentially set up a pull cord in an area, and if something bad happens, you can pull it, and I can see that you need help.
I first.
Your rope's way too thick.
I want to try to see what we can find. You guys think that?
But it's up to the leader. If he wants me to scout, I can. If not, I can just hang out in the back like an invisible bitch, and then pop in at the perfect time and just annihilate the enemy.
Personally, I think it's a little bit better because then you look like a random horse in the caravan or whatever of people.
Oh, when we go inside somewhere is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm riding with the caravan. I'm just invisible, so it looks like a horse is just following you guys.
Okay. But still, I want you guys to. Do you guys think we should explore north, or we have a couple
Don't.
clerics with us? What?
Completely up to you, brother. Whatever you think's right.
I'll read something.
Okay, Mike, I calm down.
I let the leader lead, man. So the leader do lead.
Yeah. No.
If there's something I don't like, I'll speak up.
So, I was thinking. Time. I was thinking, since we have clerics as gold kept suggesting, it's funny enough. Could go down that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
Shoot.
what is Johnson? Is
Alright.
Johnson?
We have to go on water for that. Keep that in mind. Yeah,
Yes,
go on
yes,
boats.
okay. Then
Is Johnson not here?
I'm not Johnson today. I am Tessa.
Oh. Oh, damn.
I am Tessa today. Not Johnson.
Mine skeleton areas are more than likely level 2 areas.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Certainly.
your break is over, and we're about to start the game. Just as a friendly reminder on how to play the game for those who are maybe coming back from a long break from the game, I'm gonna go over the rules and such, right? And then from there, I'll explain the background and situation your crew's in, right? But for starters, of course, this is of course another game of OD&D or D&D BX with house rules. The goal of the game is that we're telling stories together about adventurers who are seeking their gold and glory through the means of hunting monsters and treasures in this world of Dungeons and Dragons. And the sequence of play remains the same as per usual. The Dungeon Master will describe to you the situation you're in. Each player will have a chance to decide what they'll do, and then we'll determine the result of your actions. Typically, if there are any risk involved, we'll also roll the dice, and that will determine whether or not you're successful. Alright, so now you know what's going on, or you know how to play, you know what we're doing. I'll tell you what's going on. The background. Your party here has gathered here down, right? And there's a large crew of roughly maybe 8 or so, right? Something like that. You gather here in Down seeking your fortune and your fame together, right? Many dangerous locations around Down, but Down is a small kind of medieval frontier town on the coast here. It's used as a base of operations for many parties of adventurers who seek their golds and treasures and such and fame from the various dangerous locations nearby, such as a group of caverns or a group of caves to the east and north, right? One in the forest, and this forest belongs to a race of demi-humans known as collectively greenskins, right? Orcs, goblins, hobgoblins, and such. To the north we have in the grassy hills, beneath which are these wicked dogmen called kobolds, right? They haven't proven to be of much of a nuisance lately, and same with the orcs and goblins and stuff. They've been driven further back with the help of adventurers pushing their forces further and further away, right, from the border of Down. If you're looking for more dangerous risk and adventure, you can travel further out to maybe the mountain stronghold in the north, where a river dragon has made its lair. The Wildman lands to the northeast, village of Eski. Jungle Ruin, little known is about it, but there's a jungle ruin, a temple ruin to the northwest. Or maybe into the swamp to the southeast, right? If you're interested in fighting the undead, right? So, plagued lands to the south, right? Many options, but particularly this crew has been campaigning against these groups of caverns east of here, in the forest of, east of Down, right? So, from what it sounds like, that's what we're gonna continue doing, unless otherwise decided by the crew. Right, you all will have a chance to state your own preferences, ideas, plans, and such in a moment. So yeah, it's another summer day. I think it's currently the 17th of July in the game world. Your party stands in the streets of Down, and now you're gonna finalize your plans. So starting with, let me change this list up. Oops. Alright, sorry about that. Starting with Peter, Do you have any preferences or ideas of what we should do?
I just want to follow where everybody else goes and have a good time.
Okay. Algar, any preferences, any plans, any ideas?
He's in the bathroom right now, but I guess just go with everyone.
Okay, we'll come back to him. Tethro, sounds like they wanted you to lead, right? You've been a retainer for the past few
Yeah.
adventures, or Tethro has. So, you're willing to lead this crew as Tethro?
Yes.
Okay. Volunteers to lead the party, and you're leading them east, right? Or something else?
We were thinking of trying to go for untouched places.
Unexplored areas? Fresh treasure?
Yeah. Looking for, since that there was a north jungle route.
Yep, Temple Ruin to the northwest. Little known is about it. Supposedly could be very dangerous, right? It's in the jungle, northwest of down.
Could be very dangerous, but it might be pretty risky.
I will warn you that the jungles are dangerous. Like, really dangerous. So, just keep that in mind.
Yeah, coastal forest along the coastal forest, right? Forest along the coast here makes it somewhat swampy and wet,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, that's not mine.
You don't want to go there. Okay. At higher elevations.
Did those dwarves ever come back? Dwarves in Dome.
Ever come back to what? What do you mean?
Not come back. So remember
Hey, that's kind of the doors visited Doom town after we left.
No, you did not see them in down. After you left, they probably were still at the dungeon, right, when you left. You were just there yesterday, or at least your master was. Let's see.
Yes.
Okay. So you could think about it further if you need to, but we're gonna move on. Make sure everyone else has a chance to decide what the crew should do.
Everyone else.
All right, Vale. Any preferences? I know it sounds like you're like on board with Tethro leading you. Bear in mind, Tethro was a retainer.
Yeah, you're good. Here is my opinion. We can either do caves, we can do kobolds, two safest routes we currently have. So that is my statement. Otherwise, go with whatever later says.
Okay, so you made some suggestions, but otherwise, overall, you're just on board with whatever Tethro says. Okay, that's fine.
Correct.
Reem, do you have any preferences or ideas on what the party should do?
I'm just gonna go anywhere where Geo goes.
Okay, you're willing to follow wherever Vale goes. And then Macy, I know you haven't been here in a long while, but you've joined a party of adventurers, a lot less experienced than you are, and they want to set out to maybe a cavern east of here, or maybe some new areas. Do you have any preferences or ideas on what this party should do?
Yeah, I go up in the cavern.
Alright, you want to go for the east caves or the north caves?
Greenskins.
Yeah, we got greenskins here, we got kobolds up here. So this area is technically a lot easier to some degree, right, than this area down here to the east. This is kind of like a mid-level area. For level 1s at least.
Okay.
So, medium difficulty, easy difficulty, pretty much. Right.
Yeah, you could just go easy.
Bear in mind, you have a large crew, so if you want to make use of your time today, with the limited amount of time we've got, you guys are able to take high risk for high rewards. So taking any low risk, low reward jobs would be a very large waste of time, possibly, right? You guys kill like 10 rats, for example, right? You get 50 coppers or whatever. Then, like, divided by like 10 different characters, you would profit almost nothing. You wouldn't be even a day's wage, right? So, just just bear that in mind. With a large crew, with limited time, you might want to take on a higher difficulty challenge. But if you want to go for the cobbled caves, that's fine too as well. If you don't want anyone to die, low risk, low reward. We'll see, for this crew at least. Morpheus, do you have any suggestions or ideas or preferences?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind going to take a look at the dragon, but I don't think we've got the party for it. So low risk probably seems like it. But yeah, whatever the majority decides is fine with me.
Okay, so Annie. So a lot of you are indifferent to what we do. Some of you have ideas or preferences. We're gonna have to take a vote though. So Peter is following who? Who do you follow? Like, there's a lot of different ideas going around. Some people think we should check out the caves to the north. Some people think we should check out the mountain stronghold, and some people think we might check out the or continue the campaign east. What's your preference, Peter?
Yeah, so
We have too many different
I
ideas.
think just any of them, as long as we
Any.
like
Okay.
try and stick to yeah,
As long as we stick
claims
to
that
it.
I'm getting much EXP, all that shit.
Okay. Doesn't matter where you go, as long as there's a chance to get golden glory. Algar, did you return?
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
Campaign East.
Okay. Alright. In that case, it sounds like the majority are picking east.
Sounds like East.
Yeah. So if there's no objections, it's east. The only other idea would be the kobolds or the mountains. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. It's just an idea, but let's continue making progress toward the east. Alright. Once again, our party sets out from down. And unless you speak up, you're going to use the usual course of travel, right, which is the road, across the grasslands, through the forest, right, the most direct course of travel. Okay. Roughly 2 hours away. We have heavy footmen with us. Hopefully they have mounts. If not, we'll move at heavy footman rate. Let's see. So just to double check. I think Morpheus here is a heavy footman. And he is unmounted. So in that case, I can double check actually. 20, 40,
Oh yeah,
60.
for GM.
Yeah, what's up? You want me to
GM,
double check?
there's one other thing that you need to address.
Yeah, what's up?
Morpheus's AC. It doesn't look right to me, given the equipment that he has. Can you please confirm?
Yeah, I don't change AC usually unless I need to. But yeah, his AC is definitely not 8. It would be like 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so armor class 2. Alright. Anyway,
Thanks.
yeah. I lost track of what we were doing. Yeah, traveling east, right?
Yeah, traveling east.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I was checking for heavy footmen. Well, I'm gonna say we are unless you guys think you're not. I'm gonna assume we are heavy footmen, so double the encounters. Alright, safe travels eastward. You march at the rate of a mile an hour, right? To see about. So have 2 hours, 4 hours to get to location. Therefore, you will have to stop for lunch before you enter the delve. It'll cost a ration each unless you want to go in hungry. So, let's see. Marching there took 4 hours. Let's see. Time of arrival is 1200 hours, sorry, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Starting with, so if we're going to feed this whole crew, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 members to feed. And Tetra, you're offering food?
Yep, about all food for it.
Okay, you got 1 extra ration left after feeding the crew. Lunch took about, let's say, you had an hour's lunch. So you're well rested. You're able to heal up if you suffered any damage, but you're all rested, you're fed, you're hydrated, and ready to actually begin the delve with no penalties, right? Little to no penalties. Alright, you're at the western cave though, upon arrival. And usually this is not the one you want. You decided to go to the east one, right? Or do you want to try the west this time?
Yeah. East.
East.
I feel siege westerns. Not doing west.
Alright, you try the west or the eastern cave entry this time. Okay, small scale map. Let's prepare for the this delve here. So we'll update the map as we go, as we need. Okay, she was killed in action, right? Okay. Alright, we'll start with Johnson. Oh, he's not here, actually.
Not John.
Okay, we'll start with Algar. So Algar, do you want to use what do you want to equip?
I will carry my cart.
I was good.
Alright. Yeah, you're driving the cart.
Yep.
Alright, Poseidon. Is Poseidon with us? Or he left, right? Yeah, he went to bed.
No.
Let's see. Vale. What would you... You left Goose behind, right?
Yep. I'm invisible in the rear. And I also remind the team that we'll need torches, being that I am scouting.
Alright, so you're invisible. Anything else? Or what do you want to equip? Was that good? You want
Go ahead. What do I have on there? I can't see.
Nice to wear
I don't have
combo.
the impact anymore.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh wait, DM, did you ever add my spear and sling from Gold's thing?
Probably not. Because he left.
Fuck, because we were supposed to do that before he left. Fuck.
Yeah, that wasn't something we discussed. At least I don't remember discussing it. Let's see.
And my memorized spells need to be sleep.
Do you have a side weapon? Or was that your only weapon?
I have a sword, but I had mentioned it early on that I wanted to get my spear back from him, and you said we would on his turn.
But he never had a turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't here for this adventure. So. Technically, your characters weren't preparing together then. Let's see. Sure, we'll make a small change. And so you guys met up in town at some point. It's not a big deal. Not yet, at least. Once we're actually in there, then it will. So. Alright, you want your... Or, yeah, okay. Let's get Peter a token. Alright. 300, when you see a token you want for Peter, let me know. I'll grab it for you.
Top hat. There's a top hat.
Top hat?
You scroll up a little bit.
This one?
Yeah, top hat. Yeah, hell yeah. Top hat.
Alright, Lincoln.
Someone gonna shoot him in the back of the head.
It's a witch hunter's
Oh,
hat.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have to with us, so.
What do you want to equip? Your crossbow? The arbalist?
Yep. Yes, please.
I'll leave the one with the gun.
Alright, Tethro. Let's see. Do we got Tethro here? Yeah. You want to use your combo or something else?
Top bow and pole. And with the lantern?
Light your lantern up? Okay.
Yeah, light my lantern. This should be my last candle. So I only had 3 times.
Alright. One candle lit.
And when able to, I will take front rank.
Candles are dimmer than torches, by the way. Or,
Language just helps now.
down to 1 candle. Alright.
That's
Let's let's see. Who is next? Reem is next, yeah, so we'll get you a new token for your new character. If you see one you like, let me know, I'll grab it for you. Same one, are you sure?
Yeah.
Maybe it's bad luck, who knows?
The old.
What would you like to equip?
I'll throw you in the hole.
My crossbow, mode 1, for, over, whatever.
I can't really understand you, you're mumbling.
Oh, I want you to load it as well.
To load it? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, gotta go. And then Macy, you need a token. So, if you see one of these tokens you want, just let me know, and I'll grab it for you. Oh wait, is it loading? Okay, there it goes. Okay.
You could just choose a random one. That's fine.
Alright. Get a helmet. Okay, and what would you like to equip?
My spear and shield.
That sounds good. Alright, let's see who's next. Morpheus. Let me see if your token's on the board. Alright, it's been a...
Yeah, I think I missed the last more than a couple sessions.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just gotta figure out where your token is. Huh. Oh, no.
I don't think you've ever had one.
Did you not have one? Let's see.
I don't think so. That's
A
the first
token.
Okay, let's
Of
grab you a
course
new
I
one.
had a token.
Yeah, he's been here a while. Morpheus? Should have a token somewhere. Oh, is this him? No, that's not. Maybe it got deleted or something.
Oh, I can't remember what it is. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's grab you a new one then. Okay.
I mean, if it's cool with you guys, I'll just take anything. You know.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Anything?
that's fine. Whatever. The first thing your cursor goes, yeah. There we go. Right.
What would you like to equip?
I definitely want to equip my sleep spell, and if I may, also carry my bow with me.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, then I think I'm good to go. If I could march towards the rear of the party, I'd appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that was everyone. Yeah. So let's begin this delve. Christopher. Wait, did Christopher go? Oh wait, no, Christopher's not here.
No.
Yeah. Okay, he's been left behind in town. All right. So, Algar, do you want to prepare your lantern as per usual, or?
Yeah, I'll prepare it.
Okay. You have a candle in there, or oil?
I have oil.
Okay, so it's 10 feet. It's also a fire hazard. Bear in mind, or a larger fire hazard. So if you fall, the oil will spill, right, and burn you possibly, or slip, cause you slip or something, right? But let's see.
Can I attach the lantern to the cart? Would it make more light?
It's the same amount. It's hanging from your belt, or it's hanging on the cart.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. I'll keep it on me.
Okay. Let me make sure we expend an oil then. Oil. Wait. Where'd it go?
I had 2 flasks. I had 2 flasks of oil. I know you used one last time.
Did you put it on something else?
Probably in the cart.
Because I don't make any... If I made a change, you guys get to see it on the screen, of course. That's the only time I make changes, usually. Did you put it on someone else's card? Or...
I only used one.
Was it a different character?
No, it was this one.
It's weird. Alright. Let's see. Weird. The only person who has oil on them is Vale, it says.
Just use one of my oils, I don't care.
Well, you don't got normal oil, Vale. You've got flaming oil. That would explode.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Alright, you can
don't,
just...
don't fill your candle with that, or your lamp with that.
blow up his lantern. You can use Tetro's candle for now, okay? It's the best argument we can make.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. It's not on you, so it's been recorded somewhere else or something. It might be a misunderstanding. Okay. Alright. So, Tetro, you are at 0 candles. Is that okay? You're gonna loan one or give one to... Yeah. Okay.
Found that. I'm gonna bound it in to buy handles anyway, so.
Yeah, I'll restock on oil when we get back.
Alright. In that case, we are ready to move in. Who's leading our expedition? Is it Tetra this time? Jumped from retainer to immediate head of the crew. Alright.
Yep. And I'll be next one.
Okay. The new guy, Reem up there too. Alright. Who wants to take second rank?
I can take second rank.
Anyone else?
But it really doesn't matter for me, too, because I'm breaking rank almost immediately, so I can take second rank. Just the door.
Alright. Veil is invisible. I don't think that your magical light would... I'm not sure if your magical light would still go on.
The way I've read it, is the illumination point is invisible, but if it's magical light, the entire area around you is illuminated. But enemies and whatnot will not see where it's coming from. They just know that it's illuminated.
Yep. So, because how I do light is the same way. Like, it's not, your light spell doesn't shine a bright light. It's just the point or the center point for where magical light is being casted from. But, yeah. It's not like a torch, right?
So if the light engulfs an entire room, you're not going to know
what area.
Where that specific.
Yep, that's what we discussed last time. And that's how I learned it, too, when I was in high school or middle school. So, some people say that light spell is like a torch. It's not a torch, though. So.
Yeah, I went and read it, like, very specifically to make sure I was doing this correctly, because you don't want to do this invisibility thing with light. That just doesn't make sense. It's very, very dangerous if you know where the center point is.
Right.
But if you can maintain a nomination...
Everything is lit, then it's hard to tell where the center is, or where it's being casted from.
Yeah.
Alright. So
you can avoid rats, you can avoid all that shit, right?
Yeah, if you're invisible and you have light on you. Exactly. Very good for a thief or a magic user, right? Let's see.
Especially because the tapestry's back there, and I know there's a fucking door behind it, and I gotta get it open.
Alright.
So, we have Veil Scout. Such you're invisible, and you don't need to worry about being spotted at all.
I'm going west.
He's gonna do his own thing, I guess, during the delve while you guys go north, I suppose. It sounds like it. Okay. He's breaking off.
Yeah, and then I'll be back up there soon.
Do you know if you're a heavy foot or not? Alright, did you remember if you were a heavy foot? I think you're a heavy foot.
Correctly, I'm
exactly 60.
Talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm exactly 60, yeah.
Okay, you haven't added any new items to you, right?
Nope.
Right.
I got the spell, I use the spell, that's it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the spells are almost weightless. 10 of them, but you have like 16 of them, but 10 of them is a pound. All right. Let's
I'm medium foot.
yeah, medium foot. Let's get in there. Val's gonna break off from your crew, so there wouldn't be a good reason to put him in second rank. He's maybe out of rank, just following along. Who would want to be second rank then out of your crew, aside from Algar?
Probably second.
Okay. Peter and Macy will take up, or Peter and Morpheus will take up the rear guard.
Yep.
All right, let's explore.
Good enough.
Keep an eye out for centipedes this time.
Yeah. Carefully you're observing, mapping, and moving as you go. Right. Tetra. No major changes since you were last here, just a couple days ago. Yeah, so.
Head west.
Move the party west. Over the wildflowers, through the gnats, past the mossy rubble, toward the exits.
Yep.
As the party explores toward the west, Vale, you will be exploring alongside them. Westward.
I'm going to continue through the west door, but I'm going to make sure to check for traps and whatnot on the way.
Alright. Let's see. Tethro, looks like you made it to the exits. You led your crew west. We've got 3 exits. To the south is the cliff. Toward the west is a tunnel, and toward the north is a tunnel. Burnt smell coming from the north. It's a faint burnt smell now. Or no, it's gonna be there for a while. A burnt rubbery smell.
Yeah, he's gonna quickly pull the entrance of north. Just check.
Yep, you've prodded the area. You wanna prod further? You wanna prod more in depth? Take the time to do that, or?
As long as there's no tripwires, he just goes.
Okay, yeah. No tripwire was triggered, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about in this area. Just since it's such a hole in there and not like it'd be really hard to set up lights in there.
Right.
So that's the only thing I'm concerned.
Alright. Back to Vale. You want to try you checked looked at the ground for any tripwires. You don't see one. You want to take the time to look for hidden traps, or you just want to move on?
Yep.
Oh, so you want to check for traps?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there isn't one, but just to be safe, because it's the main entrance door.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might
Good
take
idea.
you 10 minutes. Is that fine? To search a 10 foot by 10 foot area for traps.
Oh, shit.
For hidden traps. There are no hidden traps that you currently can see, right?
Nah, just go.
Just move. Alright. Yeah, nothing happened.
Yeah, just
Tethra, so you're leading your crew north then? Through this trapped tunnel, right?
North.
Around the pit. I guess next up would be Reem. Then Algar. Algar, are you leaving the car back here, or are you bringing it inside?
Yeah, I'm leaving the cart because this is gonna be hard to get into that bit.
Okay.
At
crew
this
explores.
time, I'll switch over to my warbow.
Right. So this crew is making their way in. And then back to Vale. So as you step past the entry point of this tunnel, you stand before a blood-stained demon statue. Okay, you go around it. Small bold piles along the walls here, bones crunching your feet, making noise. No changes though. Broken pressure plate overhead, scratch marks across the floor north to south. Tunnel continues west for a total of 20 feet before continuing into a chamber which continues southwest. Right. Chamber appears to be maybe 20 feet by 20 feet, and alcove to the northwest. No major changes here. We'll come back to you actually.
continue straight west.
Yeah.
Yep. After that.
So, let's see. Our crew up here, we are moving. We have heavy with us, heavy footmen. So, we'll move 10 feet per turn. So, should be 10:30 upon arriving at this position up here. So, or let's see. You would at 10, 20, 30 here. So, it's 10:30 currently. Half the party has made it through carefully. Right. Shall we proceed north or something else?
Yes.
Okay. No major changes, right? Spiked pit trap. You go around it carefully. Dim lighting, dim conditions. Get this out of your way so it's not distracting. Okay. So that was from 10:30 to 10:40. Alright. Vale, it's currently 13:30, right? On your turn. You explored into the chamber. Which way did you explore?
Going straight to the tapestry.
Alright. 20 feet west to the tapestry, your medium foot. Takes you 10 minutes to carefully advance to the west. What do you want to do here now that you're here? Carefully explore up to it.
Once I get to the tapestry, I want to start looking at the edges, make sure there's no traps, and then start pulling it down.
Okay, so
More than likely, the skeletons are going to arise. I'm not to annihilate them, but I'm invisible, so I shouldn't have to worry about it.
All right, you'll get started at that or on that at 13:40. So I'll give you your results on your next turn. It's 13:40 right now. The party here continued north for another 10 minutes. Or we're moving through mapped areas. Never mind. We can move 30 feet. Forgot. Mapped area is 30 feet per turn. So let me backtrack a little bit. We'll do 13:20.
Alright, so Tethro is going to check out the idol. He will nudge the bone cycle. He passes it through a pole.
So you're cutting out a lot.
The tail. Am I? Hello?
Can
you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What are you trying to do?
Am I still cutting you? Okay. So I will go to just continue going forward while pushing the pole through the bones.
The bones, okay. Alright, I think it's coming from Vale. Yeah. Geese, some background sound. I know you're driving, but yeah. Let's see.
My bad, I muted my mic. I'm so used to my bad.
Yeah. I think I was making it hard to hear. You're good. Sorry. Yeah. When it's safe to do so, yeah, mute yourself. Okay, so you're just prodding ahead? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm prodding ahead, specifically checking on the bones.
Okay. When you get to the bones, you will have a better look at them. So you're prodding the floor up ahead toward the bones that you know are further up ahead. Reem, you want to continue following Tethro? Did we lose you?
Honestly. Realm.
Alright. Yeah, I think we lost him. He was already tired earlier, so I don't know why he joined again if he was that tired. Okay, yeah, he's exhausted upon entry. Right, maybe he's not cut out. So he was moving, and then he stopped. Right. Macy, do you want to continue exploring after the crew or something else?
Can I pull out a scroll?
Sure. What do you want to put away to get your scroll?
My spear.
Alright, what kind of scroll do you want?
Detect evil.
You want to start casting it immediately, or do you want to just keep it at the ready?
Keep it.
Yeah, protect from evil, right? Protection from evil scroll. We'll just call it protecting scroll. Yeah. So you got your scroll out. You said you want to just keep it on you. Sure. Morpheus, are you just gonna continue following the party north or something else? Just make sure you have some info.
Yeah, so I'll continue following the main party, but I also want to listen for noises as often as possible.
We're always listening.
Yep, we're always listening, right? Characters are not closing their ears off while they explore. Always carefully observing, moving, and mapping as we go. But if you want to take the time to listen against something or in a particular direction, like not stop moving and try to listen, right? You can do that too. That's different.
Yeah.
So but that would not be that would be different from exploring. You would stop moving. You would just focus on. You would stop mapping. You would stop moving. You would just focus on observation instead of the three. Make sense?
Sure. I will let you guys know. Yeah, when.
So you're gonna stay back and basically stand guard, listen, or you're gonna move after the party. Right? It's one or the other.
No, I'm going to move with. No, I'm going to move with the party, but
Okay.
at certain intervals, I'll alert you to when I want to listen for noises.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah. Cool.
Just let me
Thanks.
know. Okay. Elgar. Reams slows down. He looks exhausted. Right. What do you want to do about that? He's in your way.
I'm gonna push him north.
All right. You start pushing him north. He becomes an NPC, an exhausted, broken NPC. As you push against him, he's gonna react. He's confused. Like, what are you doing? Right. I'm exhausted. Can't you tell?
Keep moving.
All right. So he's in your way. Peter. Do you want to just continue up after the party, or do you want to do something else?
I'm gonna check that wall right next to me. I'm gonna check the wall, look at it, and then
Eastern wall.
inspect the wall.
Sure. You carefully inspect it.
Yep.
Back to Vale. So, the actual time actually is supposed to be 13:20. Well, yeah, 13:20 now. So, you from 13:10, which was the starting time, you were able to explore all the way here, I think. Or let's see, your movement would be 20 feet per turn. So actually, no, maybe I'm wrong. Oh no, it's times 2. Or times 3, so 60 feet. So yeah, you were able to advance 60 feet into the dungeon before turn passed. So yeah, you managed to get here, start searching the wall from near the end of that turn. So from 13:10 to 13:20, you carefully advanced the position. From 13:20 to 13:30, you were searching this tapestry. Particularly, you were detecting traps, right?
Looking for traps. Yep.
And you're just using your eyes to observe this?
Yeah. I mean, what
detection
else am I
of room
gonna do?
traps. Yeah. I mean, other ways to find out, right? Prodding, for example. Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, I can use my short sword to do that. That's fine.
You wanna do that?
No. Just keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I already
just
planned on
nice.
doing it. So.
Alright, so yeah, you spent a turn just carefully observing a 10-foot area for any hidden traps, which means covered or concealed, alright? Okay, so let's see if you found anything like that. We'll roll here. Alright, carefully observed for any signs of a hidden trap, right? Particularly this would be room trap. Alright.
Okay.
And yep, no traps were discovered in that turn.
Cool.
On that 10-foot by 10-foot area.
So
now
I'm gonna
that
go ahead.
yeah.
Let me go ahead and start taking down the tapestry then.
Alright, that'll be your next move from 13:30 to 13:40. When we get back to you, it should be around 13:40.
That's fine.
Alright, you start removing it. The removal of it would be if you have tools, you can pry out the spikes that secure it to the wall. Otherwise, you could just rip it off, right? Is that what you're trying to do? Just tear it off?
I can just use the sword and cut around them. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah. Pull out your sword and cut it free from the wall.
Yeah, makes it quick and easy. Should be faster doing that than ripping it, making all that extra noise, possibly hurting myself.
Alright.
Why is my character down?
He's awake.
Oh, wait, I fell asleep? The fuck?
Yeah, you fell asleep. It sounded like you stopped responding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright. So your party's moving along, right? From 13:30 to 13:40, right? So, well, it was 1320 to 1330, right? So at 1330, you were carefully exploring up this tunnel, right? You were able to advance a total of 30 feet before that, right? So as you did so, you were moving along, right? Poking at those skeletal remains, right? So Tethro, you would prod the floor. Then you said something about the skeletal remains. You said you wanted to thoroughly prod them. So that means you want to like
Yeah.
move them around, like move all the bones.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you would be moving all these bones, right? You would stop there. You would start moving the bones about. Just as you did that, Reem, did you want to continue after the party or continue resting along the wall or something else? Algar was pushing you forward.
Continue.
All right, you push on.
Continue go.
And you want to stay behind Tetro or something else? As he
Uh,
stops to
yeah.
thoroughly
I'd
prod.
like to be Tetro.
Okay, so you just stay
I'd
back
like to
here.
be next to Tetro.
You want to be closer, like beside him? Okay.
Yeah.
So you moved up with him, right? The two of you did. He's stirring these bones around, right? And you're exploring up to this point. Also at your feet, as you're moving through this area, it's maybe rat feces on the ground spread throughout the area. They're like blackish and whitish, black and white
shit.
splattered on the floor. So feces, animal feces, you're stepping over, right? They're mostly concentrated near the walls, right? Something you notice once you get to this area up here at the northeast, so where the skeletal remains are, you start to see them.
Do any of you have a torch?
Yeah. And then, Macy, did you just want to follow Tethro or something else? He stops up ahead to carefully prod at some bones.
Yeah, I'll just follow.
Very well. And Algar, do you just want to explore after the crew or something else?
Yeah, I'll explore out behind them. I'll move up.
Yeah, Morpheus, were you just advancing with the crew or something else?
Yep, I'll maintain that for now.
All right, and Peter, were you just exploring after the crew? Oh no, you stopped to check a wall, right, for secrets. All right.
Yep.
Let's see if you found any.
Potential secrets.
You were searching for hidden door, or what were you looking for? New construction, traps.
Anything? Yep. Does
You
anything?
have to pick one.
Pretty much anything.
Anything?
Hidden door. Hidden
All
door.
right,
Let's
so
go hidden
nothing
door.
specific. Okay, so just detection of anything, right? So the less specific you are, the less specific I am, right? All right, you spend 10 minutes detecting anything, and you detect a stone wall or a cavernous rock wall here, right? Let's see.
Sick.
All right. While the party advanced, of course, they stopped for a moment. Let's check for surprise. We are surprised. Let's check for if they're surprised. They are not, right? You're in the midst of prodding the floor when suddenly there's just kind of a huge kind of panicking, flapping noise above your head, right? It just starts flapping around. They're right overhead, hanging over along the walls here, right? They were like shitting on the walls, right? But they're hanging on the wall. Yeah, you guys saw it. Someone saw it. Stirges, yeah. Let's see how many there are.
I've dealt with these before. I knew exactly what you said. Whenever you said what it was, I didn't even have to see it. I'm outside the truck right now.
Okay.
I don't know what Stirges.
10 of them. Very bad number, right? It's max roll. Alright. Let's put them on the board.
Reroll that, boss man.
Okay, your reroll for the game is being used. Let's see.
Yeah. Help them.
7. Alright, a little better.
I don't know what Stirges. So.
They are these giant bat mosquitoes.
I'm across the map, so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh lord.
The fuck is that?
Stirge.
They were hanging on the
Help
walls.
if we have more light.
Higher up.
God.
Yeah, it's very dim conditions for your crew, right? You did not prepare enough light to see them.
Yeah. Why does no one have torches?
So they're hanging on the ceiling, on the walls, right? Closer to the walls where they would be pooping against it, right? So, alright. So anyway, they are panicked, right? As you're moving through, they just, as sudden as your crew is moving through the area, they finally just panic, right? They start flying around, right? As you scrape the bones around, they just wake up and start flapping everywhere when that noise noise is being made, they just start flapping. Let me check their reaction to your crew. Favorable reaction. So, they have an action before your crew does, and their action is to fly away, right? So you woke them up, and you cause them to fly off, right? Further into the cavern.
Right. Alright.
Like
Does anyone
bats.
have a torch?
Okay, so we got lucky there, right? They reacted positively to us. They just flew off. Okay. So they left. It was just a random encounter, right? Stirges were hanging on the wall. Maybe they were feasting on something earlier, and they were just having their naps or shits on the wall. Okay, so
Yes.
back to our crew though. It's yeah, go ahead.
May I say something?
Yeah, you're good.
Does anyone have a torch, for God's sake?
I have nothing.
So no torches apart from what we have
So the
already.
cars have torches in it?
Can you check Macy's inventory, see if Macy has a torch, DM?
I don't see any. She has weapons and little to no supplies, right? 'Cause she has heavy armor, or yeah, so she'd be a heavy footman. She is a heavy foot. Yeah.
Is it pitch black in here or is it dim light?
Pitch black, except for your lanterns. Yeah, your candles.
Yeah. How long would our lanterns last for? Another 3 hours or so.
They were lit at 13:10, so they'll be out at plus 4, so 17:10. You got plenty of time.
Okay, good. Great.
All right. So what's your next move though? It's 13:40.
We could try to use the dark to our advantage, but
You've thoroughly prodded the bones. Nothing happened. At least nothing happened when you prodded these bones.
yeah, I'm just gonna continue to do that. I just move the bone around.
All right. So as you prod, you also push bones aside, which will just have your exploration right. So you'll be able to just sweep bones out of the way. Right. Stir them up. Make sure there's nothing hiding behind them. Cover or concealment. You mess with it. Right. Make sure there's nothing in them.
Yeah. GM, may I check out that scorched orc skeleton?
Yep.
Very
Upon
carefully.
upon arrival, you can have a look. You're not quite there, but you're getting close. So as Tethro plans to even further or carefully, even more carefully advance the crew as he prods very thoroughly in this area, which means our rate would be 15 feet per turn. So we haven't moved quite yet, but when we do move, we'll move 15 feet for the turn. So
Doing it because you've seen what happened to
right.
to his friend.
Stir these bones. The plan is so far he's gonna do that. Reem, do you want to just continue following Tethro or something else? What's your next move?
Yeah, follow Tesla.
All right, Macy, do you want to just continue following Tethro or something else?
I thought I had. Can I get my other scroll out of the detect evil?
Detect evil. I don't think you have detect evil. You have detect. Oh wait, you do. No wait. You have protect from evil, detect magic, hold person, and cure disease.
Oh, okay.
Or unless that was a spell you memorized, we can check. You were able to memorize 2 level 1 spells. So but maybe that's one of the spells you memorized, but it wouldn't be a scroll then. Let's see. Go to spells real quick. Alright, the cleric spells, where are they? Oh, that's here. Yeah. Do you want to have this one memorized? Detect evil?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So the memorized spells for the day are detect evil and detect magic, it looks like. Alright. Okay. You had 1 extra slot. You cast it now then. You'll have to put your scroll away to cast it. Cast detect evil. Its duration.
Yeah.
It will last you 6 turns in a whole hour. Anything evil will be caused to glow, right? Within 120 feet. For you only, though. You would see it, no one else. So you can sense evil intent. Okay. Alright, let's see. That is Macy's turn. So she's detecting evil right now. Or as Tethro explores northeast, she stops to cast the spell before proceeding after him. And we're basically, exploring right now. So as we explore it's roughly 10 minutes per turn. So you can do a lot while you're exploring. So Macy's, of course, casts a spell and just continues to carefully follow Tethro through the area, observing, mapping as we go. And as she does that, Reem does nothing else but explore as well, which is careful observation of the tunnel, mapping, and movement. Morpheus, what would you like to do for this next turn?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for an opportunity to go and investigate that skeleton. So yeah, for now, just standing by with the sleep spell ready.
Okay, so just continue to explore with the crew, all your gear ready to go. Yeah, that's fine. Elgar, it's your turn. As the party is exploring for the turn, it sounds like, so let's spend the next 10 minutes carefully moving. What would you like to do during that time? You want to help them do that or something else?
Yeah. Can I put the bow? Let me see. I'll put the bow away and I'll pull out my spear and shield.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, Peter, do you want to keep searching that wall or do you want to regroup or something else?
I'm gonna keep searching the wall. Keep looking at it.
Okay, anything in particular you're looking for?
Treasure.
Treasure.
Hidden door, something.
A hidden door, okay. Alright, sure, that's better. Back to Vale. It is currently 1340. Your results from your last action are that you you successfully have sliced the tapestry apart. You cut it at the corners, and it falls an old demonic tapestry, right? Alright. Beyond it is a tunnel, right? Let's see.
Alright, how deep is this tunnel? And can I see it on the way down?
It's a 5-foot wide tunnel. It continues west. And then, of course,
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
At the entrance, I want to examine to make sure there's no traps before I enter. Get all that?
Yep, check for traps.
Yep. Sorry, I'm really far away from my truck right now, so I'm making sure my headset's working.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm almost done. I'll be back to cleaning the truck once I get this paperwork done.
So right now, from basic observation, you don't see any traps, just openly. But if you want to spend the next 10 minutes detecting hidden traps, you could. Is that what you want to do?
How long is each turn?
10 minutes. If you want a 10 by 10 foot area, which will allow you to check the floor, walls, and ceiling in this case, since it's such a narrow tunnel.
Yep.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Okay. You'll spend this turn just observing for any hidden traps. Covered or concealed, or invisible, or whatever.
I'm assuming there isn't one, but just be safe, because it's orcs and goblins.
Yeah, you never know, I suppose. Alright. Staff tree's been removed. It's on the floor now.
Cool. Thank you. See, I knew there was something back there, man. There's always something behind fucking rugs.
You have good intuition, or experience, then. Let's see. Old demonic tapestry on the floor now.
I was honestly expecting the skeletons to come alive.
Yeah, no. It's just a secret entry. Alright. As he works on detecting traps over there, back to the rest of the crew. Tethro advanced that crew another 15 feet, carefully prodding through bones and floor, right? Let's give us 3 more squares
Yeah, I
of
have a
northeast
question.
movement. What's up? What's your question?
Can I put away my combo and hold my lantern out so I can? Because I'm pretty sure it's only less when we have them on our belt. Alright. Can I hold the lantern to be able to see more than just being on our belt?
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, that's
I
fine.
just want to be able to see more.
Yep.
No one. Which one? Bug.
Alright. Yeah, if you carry it openly in hand, the radius is indeed brighter because it's not being covered by your waist anymore or whatever. It's not at a lower height. Is that fine? But you have to. You say you put your composite bow away, right, for your lantern.
Yeah. I just want to be able to see.
Okay, it's in your hand now. Lantern. You can see a little further now. Becomes 10. So now you can see something that's directly in front of you. Yeah. Earlier you could only see if it was literally touching you, right? Now you can see this far ahead. The rest of the crew are in the dark. I'm just kidding. No, you guys are following him there. I think Reem was at least. Macy would catch up after casting her spell.
Yeah.
She has detected evil since 1340, so this will go on for an hour. The current time is 1350 though. And let me see, checking for wandering monsters. Right. So yeah, Reem, you successfully continued following Tethro through his exploration of the tunnel as he carefully prodded through the floor and bones here. I'm telling you guys your results right now, and you guys will to determine your next actions momentarily. Macy, you were able to cast your spell of Detect Evil and proceed after Tethro carefully. Algar, accidentally delete your name. Let's see. Algar. Alright. You were able to, of course, carefully continue after your crew, as you had stated you wanted to do, I think, right? So, exploration, movement, observation, nothing changes. Morpheus still at the ready with your scroll and bow. You continued after your crew, no major changes. You're still in the dark, though, right? Little to no light is offered from where you stand. You can see them, but they can't see you. You're just in the darkness. Peter, you stayed back to keep checking that wall by yourself. There's dim lighting entering from outside into this at least first 10 feet of the tunnel. Your back is to the wall, by the way, or not wall, but to a pit, right? So you're like constantly very on edge, right? You're like hanging on the ledge, looking at this wall, trying to find anything on here. Let's see if you found a door. Okay. Alright, after another 10 minutes of carefully searching, this time for hidden doors, right? You're like pushing, trying to open the wall. Nothing is found.
Oh, jeez.
You want to move on or something else?
It's I'd like to move on.
You want to regroup with your crew or something else? What do you want to move on and do?
Homie's on this mission. He is going to find a hidden door.
Well, at least, yeah, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna follow them.
Okay, regroup. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Well,
we are declaring actions now, so you guys have your results in. Tethro, what would you like to do? Do you want to continue carefully exploring and thoroughly prodding the area ahead or something else?
I just checked that last one.
Sure, yeah, it's already been checked.
Oh, it's already been checked? Yeah.
Yep, anything within 10 feet of you, right, so, has been thoroughly checked.
Alright, I'm going to say first, stay back. I'm going to listen to that door and see if we can get into it. I think he's going to move up to the door.
Alright, very well. Yep. So you tell them to stay back and you carefully move up to the door, right, for your turn to check it out. Right. If that's the case, we'll probably move into. We're no longer exploring. We are taking action in this area, so we're not normal or standard exploration now. We're investigating. Right, so we'll do minute turns then for you guys now. So it'd only take Tetra a minute to get up to that door and start listening. Rayma, what's your following action? You were told to stay back. Do you just want to stand guard, or do you want to make yourself useful, or do you want to do nothing?
Move up 5 feet and stand guard.
Okay. You're guarding toward the north and covering Tethro. Macy, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I get out my spear?
Yep. You're putting your scroll away, I suppose.
Yeah.
Alright. Anything else you want to do? Do you want to advance, or do you want to hold a position or something else?
Yeah, I'm moving forward too.
Move forward? How far? Because Tether told you guys to stay back, so how far do you want to move?
Just like 10 feet.
Okay. And then Algar, it's your turn again. Right. What would you like to do for this turn?
I'll move up.
You move north? Okay. 10 feet or
Yeah.
further?
Further.
Okay. 15?
Yeah, that's fine.
You're in the way.
Morpheus, it's your turn. So as the party carefully advanced into the tunnel up ahead, what were you doing? Same thing or something else?
So, has any of the party already investigated the scorched orc skeleton?
No, not yet. You were planning on doing that, I think, yeah. But you just...
Yeah, I'd like to... Yeah, I'd like to do that with an arrow. Just poke around it, lift what I can to see if there's anything there.
Okay, yeah, they didn't investigate it in detail, but they did push it around. The thief was doing that. He prodded them and he moved the bones about. So...
And he found nothing?
Yeah, he found nothing, just bones.
I'll
bones.
Okay. Well, if that's been investigated already, can I look around this area or investigate this area?
You're in the
there
dark.
are skeletons all over the...
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's really dark here.
Okay, so I don't have a light source. Alright, then I'll have
This
to
is
continue
currently your
the party.
vision. This is as much as you can see right now. Yourself, right?
Yeah.
And then, of
Yeah.
course, the crew
I'll
up here.
line of fire.
I'll continue the party.
Okay, go after them. Through the dark tunnel.
Yeah.
Peter,
Yeah.
you were regrouping earlier. Do you just want to keep following the crew or something else now that you've regrouped? It's very dark back here.
Can I still check a wall?
Yeah, well, you need light, though, if you want to check a wall.
Yeah. And then,
Sorry. Yeah, if you want to get a light lit, maybe. Alright, you think about it. We're gonna come back to Vale. Alright, Vale. It's currently 1350, right? Let me check for wandering monsters. You're in the clear, right? From 1340 to 1350, you carefully observed this narrow tunnel for any traps. Let's check if we see any. Alright. After roughly 10 minutes of carefully observing, you detected no traps in that 10 foot by 10 foot area. It is not trapped.
Alright, I'm gonna take a risk and go ahead and walk it down. I mean, I'm already here. Thank God I'm invincible, but it's a pretty easy way to shoot me. Fucking alley.
Alright, yeah, you're invisible moving through a narrow tunnel, right? Very, very narrow. You are in exploration. We are going by, because they're going by the minute now, we have to go by the minute too. So, in a minute of exploration, not mapping included, you're able to move 20 feet in a turn. Right, that does not include mapping. So, do you want to map this area still? If you want to map it, if you don't map it, I can't draw this map for you, right? I can only describe what you're seeing.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
The whole point of me doing this is to explore, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to help future parties.
Right. Figure out where the monsters
They got
are.
whatever they got needed.
Alright, per minute then, instead of 20 feet per turn, you're advancing at the rate of 2 minutes per turn. Or 2 feet per turn, sorry. Yeah.
Oh man,
Very slow advance.
that's rough.
That's because mapping. Mapping takes so long.
It is what it is. Well, hopefully they can find some shit while I do this, right?
Right.
And then, I mean, I'm way too far away at this point to help them, but it is what it is.
It is back to Tethro. The current time is now 14. Oh wait, sorry. We're going by the minute. Oops. The current time is 13:51. It took you a minute to carefully approach the door and start listening against it. Let's see if you heard anything. Alright, after carefully listening for a good minute or half a minute, you currently don't hear anything beyond this heavy, locked door.
Yeah. But may I say something? Because literally everyone approached and got closer when I told everyone back. I'm gonna just turn to them like, I told you to stay back.
Alright.
Closer. What if I opened this door and there was a trap? There's no way for me to run.
Macy and Algar, you have a chance to respond if you want or react.
We'll tell everybody to back up.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so it's you two started back up, it sounds like. Morpheus, Reem, and Peter, do you all fall in and back up, or something else?
If we need to back, well, if Morpheus needs to back up, he'll back up. Yeah. If that's what's asked of him.
They may go around me because I want to continue standing guard where I am.
Yep, you can keep guard, I guess. You can have them go around you. But the others are backing up.
Just everyone was getting really close for some reason. I don't understand why.
I don't know why.
Then I told them to stay back. Okay, you move 5 foot closer and cover me, that's fine. But everyone started getting...
Alright.
Someone started picking the lock.
And Stirges gonna get mad.
So to pick the lock, you're gonna have to set your lantern and pull down. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You can put your lantern back on your belt, and you could just put the pull against the wall, and get to work.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, my pole's long, so...
Okay, that's fine. Reem? As he starts picking the lock there, do you just want to stand guard from back here, or something else?
That's fine. Yeah.
Alright, sounds good. And then Algar, do you just want to remain on guard, or something else?
I'll remain on guard.
Alright, sounds good. Macy, do you just want to stand guard, or anything else you want to do?
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Okay. Yeah, very slow push. Peter, are you just standing back here too, like everyone else, or?
Do I got enough light source to check a wall?
Possibly. Yeah, if
That's
Algar,
my man.
if Algar lets you through in Morpheus, then you can check out that corner next to him, I suppose. As long as you're with Algar.
Algar, could you let me do that, Algar?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hell yeah, Algar, you're the best, bro.
Okay. Which wall do you want to check? Algar will provide you some light.
I'll do you one better, bro. I can pull my lantern off my belt and hand it to you, and you can hold it. It'll make more light for you.
Nah, that's fine. I got a lantern. It's just I got an arbalist on my hand, and I can't use it because I need 2 hands for this big baby.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Isn't it slung?
Yeah, it's long. I could just put it in my thing, but I like it in my hands.
Yeah, I think he wants to keep it out and loaded, it sounds like. Morpheus, anything you want to do, or you just want to wait around still? Or stand by, I guess, be ready.
Oh, well, I guess for now, there's not much I can do. Yeah, I'm probably just going to stand by and wait to see what happens.
Okay. Back to Vale. We're doing minute turns
Let's
right
see.
now. Well, actually, that's what you guys will be doing for the next 10 minutes. Is that fine? That will fast track Tetro's lockpicking.
That's fine.
Okay. In that case, then Vel will be able to actually push to this tunnel here. And this is a new area, so he gets to move 20 feet per turn in new areas. So he would move 5, 10, 15. And then when you got to this intersection, as you carefully explored into the intersection, there would be two ways. There'd be a tunnel to your south and a tunnel to your west. Which one would you be interested in?
I want to see down south.
Okay.
Jeez.
The tunnel to the south continues for a very long while. With your amount of vision,
That is a good way to die.
it is a 30-foot tunnel. And it finally turns to the west after about 30-ish feet, right? Okay.
It turns west in 30 feet.
Yep, it turns west after about 30 feet.
Alright. I'm gonna continue walking.
Let me tell you what you see to the west then, right? There's... Yeah, you look down that tunnel.
As long as I see no movement.
No,
If I see movement, I'm fucking failing.
Someone's down there or something. It disappears immediately as you look down there.
Yeah. That is my cue to leave.
Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Before you leave, I'll describe what you saw to the west as well.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, you did see something down there. It quickly disappeared. Like, quickly skithered off. Right. You saw, like, something skitter away. Skittering. Right. Something skitter off. Alright, toward the west though, let me tell you what you saw, because you can see so far ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
As you stepped into this narrow tunnel and began exploring, looking past the western area. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, also, to the south. Skeletal remains. Okay. Just leaning up against the wall here. Alright, western. Let's see. The west tunnel continued only for about 10 feet. So, up to here.
Yep.
After that, a door.
No.
Very small door.
Alright.
Very crooked door.
Alright. A very small door up ahead. It would be a push door. As you can see the handle and no hinges.
I guess I'll test it. I'm not gonna open it. I just want to see if it's open bubble next round because it's out of footage.
Okay, that's fair. Check it out.
I don't want to force it open or anything.
Alright, carefully explore into the tunnel, right? Let me check for surprise.
I mean, they know something's there, right?
Okay, so fortunately you're not surprised, right? But as you step into it, you notice a change in the ceiling, right? Like the ceiling moves for a second. You wanna back up?
Well, hell yeah, I want to back up.
Okay. The ceiling is moving and reveals its position. They're camouflaged very well. There's 1d2 appearing. One. There's just one on the ceiling here. It's a giant crab spider. You want to shoot it? Its reaction is
Did he see me?
its reaction is indifferent. It's not surprised. Yeah, it sees you clearly. You couldn't see it at first until you saw it move. You walked forward. You weren't surprised though by it once it started moving. So when it at least started moving a little bit, right? Then you noticed it immediately and stepped
I
back.
want to keep my body facing it.
It's camouflage. It looks like
and
rocks.
I want to continue back, right?
Yeah.
So looking at it, walking backwards out of the room. If it does advance, blast it. That's all I can do.
Yeah, it's indifferent to you at the moment, uncertain of what it wants to do with
Thank
you.
God, right?
Its reaction.
So I'm just gonna slowly leave, and I leave him alone. He leaves me alone. We're good friends.
Woo!
Yeah, this guy is really good at grappling if he does get close enough. He's got 8 legs to grapple with. So.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to be awake.
Alright, you're backing out of there
Thank you.
immediately in combat, right? The rest of the crew?
Yeah, I'm still invisible, thankfully.
Yeah, you are invisible. Yeah, you're right. It might have heard you at most and sees your light. But yeah, you're right. It can't see you if you're invisible. So. Alright.
That's what I was saying. I didn't know if it had infrared or not. That's why I was like, huh.
No. So instead, what monsters have is echolocation. It's replaced. Vision was, for at least monsters, is replaced with echolocation. A lot of them have it. So they have better hearing. Instead of
Actually, so moving slowly was a smart idea.
So, here's
Right.
what I'm so, like I said, I want to pick longer, but I'm going to pick longer fast.
You want to fast pick it?
Yep.
Pick it fast. Well, it's your turn again, and it's already been 10 minutes, so it's currently 1400.
So.
Yeah, remember we had you. They wanted all of these guys decided to just wait 10 minutes for you to pick the lock. They decided to wait. I think Peter was the only one doing things while everyone was waiting. Peter wanted to check the walls in that 10 minutes. Peter, what wall did you want to check? The south one here, or west of you, or this western one going north, or this western one going west, or a different wall?
The south one.
The south one down here?
Is that?
Okay.
No, the
Oh,
one on my
this one here?
left.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Alright, so Algar held, or he just stood there providing candlelight for you to check this wall out.
Shut
in the past
up,
10
bro.
minutes. Yeah, allowing you to do your job. By the way, if you don't know, just a reminder, everyone, your job is to find monsters and treasures to hunt/loot, right? And if you're not doing anything, you should probably be searching for loot. Right, that's the point of here. So a lot of the goodies or treasures, right, are not going to be laying out in the open for you. You have to actually search for them. All right. Anyway, Peter, you try your best looking for it. Wisdom is an adjustment for this. All right, your wisdom sucks. I'm just kidding. It's just a +0. But yeah, nothing detected, sadly. All right, Tethro, you carefully checked on this, or picked at this heavy locked door. Every now and then you would hear the strange buzzing or yawning or snoring, maybe bickering of the Stirges, the chamber ahead, right? They buzz and chirp. You keep working at the lock, and it. Let's see if it pops open. We're gonna do a check. You carefully did it, so when you carefully do this, typically you don't make noise and you don't really trigger traps typically unless you fail or something, right? Let's see if you succeeded. 84. Right. After about 10 minutes of hard work picking at this complex lock, you could not get it open, right? Maybe you just don't have the skills. Maybe you need more time. You want to move on or something else, or do you want to try to break the door?
I'm gonna keep picking.
Keep picking. Try again.
When to get this up.
Alright, you try again. Alright. Suppose you could. We'll see. The rest of the party, you just want to just keep chilling and letting Tethro pick away, or do you guys want to make progress into the area past him? just sit in the
I'll
darkness and wait.
proceed, yeah.
Forgot to do one where he wants to check. Clear. Reem, you want to explore further past him? Check out the next area. He's
Yeah.
busy. Yeah. So as you step into the chamber ahead, you can see burnt orc remains just barely beyond the dim lighting of Tethros' lantern. But which way do you want to explore? North, northwest, or northeast into the chamber? It's a large chamber.
Once you pass my
I'll
light.
stand guard right there.
Oh, you just want to stop here? Okay.
Yeah.
So Tethro, you're about to get back to work, but Reem decided to come up here and stand guard. Is that alright with you?
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
Once I get ready to run.
Alright, Macy, do you just want to wait in the dark or anything else you want to do?
Can I join Huckleberry?
Yeah, regroup. Sounds good. Morpheus, anything you want to do in the following
Yeah.
turn?
So I assumed that was a wall. I didn't know that we could cross it. So it's probably like a broken wall or something. If that's the case, then I can see those Stirges that are sleeping. May I put them to sleep while they're asleep to make sure that they don't wake up?
Oh, sorry, this thing here, yeah, the black. Yeah, that's just an indicator of where the burnt oil extends. I should probably make it look a little different.
Oh.
Sorry, 1 second. Yeah, it's not a wall.
No worries, no worries.
Let's see.
Okay, cool.
That's from old Fireball.
Yeah, so if I may just creep up without bothering Tethro, I'd like to ask Macy and Reem to step aside while I carefully and as silently as possible, I don't give a damn how long it takes me or how many rounds, silently creep up on those Stirges and put them to sleep while they're asleep.
Sounds good. Yeah. Alright, you'll get to work on that. And then,
Good plan, Fred.
yeah, making good use of, your job. Let's see. Peter, you want to keep checking that wall or something else for your next turn?
I noticed everyone moved. I'm gonna talk to Algar. Maybe we should just check a different wall, but this time closer to them so we don't get too far off by the party.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah! So we check another wall that's closer to them.
Which wall do you want to try? Maybe the west or the east wall?
Let's try the one on the east.
Okay, sure. You guys get to work. Algar, do you just want to stand guard and hold the lantern, or do you want to search with him?
I'll stand guard and hold the lantern.
Okay. Yeah, it's just hanging on your belt. If you want to take it out and put it in your hand, that's fine too. Just let me know. For now, it's on your belt though. Alright, Vale, you've scouted a new area up ahead, right, for the crew to check out.
I'm gonna go south where we found where all the orcs were down south. And we,
Yeah.
could see out the edge.
Right.
I want to look down the edge.
Okay, see what's down there.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna do exploration rate movement through a mapped area, 60 feet per turn, since you're medium foot. So carefully you are moving, observing, and mapping on the way south. Check for any updates or changes to the current campaign map or dungeon map. These 40 feet here are clear. So you're able to get all the way down these stairs, past the damaged door, past the unhinged door on the floor, and you're able to look into this balcony chamber. This short-sword shield is gone. It's an empty balcony area. The remains of the orcs from last time are also gone. So someone probably dragged them out of here. Looted them or something completely. There are bloodstains though. So bloodstains everywhere. From the battle, of course. That haven't been cleaned off.
I want to
before.
look over the edge.
Okay, checking off the edge.
See what's down there. Yeah.
Alright,
See if
carefully.
it's like a spider's nest. See if it's a second floor that we can go down. See if there's like a dragon's egg. I don't know. Something. What's down there? You know what I mean?
You're looking down into a large chamber. It looks like this is maybe the second dungeon level. There's a door to the north. Actually, it's not even a door. the floor and the wall there is all blackened and charred. Skeletal remains litter the floor here. So there are skeletal remains here. They are charred.
Can we get like an arrow on the map indicating that that's the second floor?
This down here? Yeah, sure.
Like over the balcony, so we can easily identify that that is the second floor, just in case another group comes. Yeah, that works. Saying, hey, it's going down. Thank you.
Yep. I'll annotate this as a balcony as well.
Appreciate it.
So you're in the balcony area, you're looking over this chamber. It's also got pillars supporting the height of it. So it's every 10 feet or so. Yeah, okay.
The vision really helps out, dude. Elves are a lot better than I thought they were.
Yeah, they make very good dungeon scouts, like dwarves. Okay.
Hold on to that map filled in today. As far as the drop,
It's a 10 feet drop, roughly.
a literal ladder could do that. Alright, cool.
Yeah, you can jump down into it if you wanted to. So.
Oh, hell no. I ain't jumping down. You crazy?
Sorry. Let's see.
He said sorry.
No. Yeah, this is a tunnel right here, actually. You're looking over a tunnel right here. So this here should be a tunnel. Like that. Charred bones that would actually be down here.
The tunnel isn't on my level.
Okay. Yeah, that would be more accurate. Okay. Sorry. Some miscalculation.
That's my full movement. You're good.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Whole bunch filled in.
You are able to see toward the south, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Down here. Should be 20 feet south. There's a wall here.
There's a staircase going down.
And there's another cliff here. Water below.
Arts.
Okay. And this is where you see the pillars too. Let's see.
Okay.
You see a pillar here. And here. Okay. Yep. That should be everything that you can make out from up here.
Cool.
Alright. I'll just color this all black.
That's pretty much everything I explored in that area.
Yeah.
Without going to the second floor, so I'm going to go ahead and start returning to my team. Now that I've explored that area, that way they can start getting stuff done. They can't see anything, apparently. I know I don't know that, but I thought they'd have torches at least by now.
There's torches in the cart.
Polygon marker. I need a brush.
It's alright. I don't know that. My job this game was to explore and try to get stuff open so we understand what's going on. Just in case if I'm not here for a game, you guys can actually find stuff.
That's why it's on. Okay.
Now you know there's a dangerous hallway with a spider thief. It won't be there next time, but hey, there's probably a spider lair somewhere in here. We've seen enough of them.
Alright, there you go. That makes it a little easier to understand. Okay. So that's down and this is down. So, yeah. Alright. Our party up here to the north. We had Reem hold position and guard into the chamber while Tethro attempted lockpicking again. Morpheus went up ahead and wanted to observe for the Stirges, but he couldn't see him, he could hear him. Macy, of course, stood up there with the rest of the crew just on guard. I think Algar wanted to help Peter check out this eastern wall for any hidden doors. Or no, he was on guard actually, so he did it himself. Let's see. Nothing here. Tethro, your second attempt.
Yeah.
Let's see. At this point, are you just are you doing the careful lockpicking or just lockpicking? The fast lockpicking.
I tried careful.
Careful. All right, it'll take 10 minutes then. So, before 10 minutes goes past, I'll let Morpheus and Reem and everyone else play through 10 minutes because their action takes 10 minutes. Macy standing around takes however long she wants to stand around. Do nothing or stand guard. But Morpheus, you've got 9 minutes to go before you guys lose your turn. So Tetro's busy at work doing a 10-minute turn. They're doing a 10-minute turn. We're doing kind of a minute approach. So upon arriving here with Reem, what else did you want to do? Morpheus.
Ming, you there? Yo, Ming.
Yeah, no, but I thought GM said that I couldn't see the Stirges, so I'm just waiting for some light.
Okay, you want to produce light yourself somehow, or do you want to wait for someone to bring light to you?
No, if Macy could just help me out. But you see, here's the thing, right? And just tell me if this is too complex. Once the light fully hits the Stirges, they're going to wake up.
More than likely.
So, now if I can hear them and I know that they're there, what I want Macy to do is slowly eke forward with the light. So it's gradually getting brighter. And the moment I can see just like silhouettes of them, that should qualify as me having them in my line of sight. That's when I'd like to cast the spell.
Okay. We can try that.
Could be a dim light forward.
Dim lighting. We'll see. Depends if Macy wants to prepare a light.
Yeah, we'll see.
So Morpheus explains his plan. So he's waiting on Macy to take action then, or Reem. Reem, in that case, Macy might have to move up. So do you want to fall back, or do you want to advance, or something else?
I'll advance north to the east.
These guys are hanging on the pillars high above. So you're like right beneath them. You can hear them sleeping up there, or trying to. Macy, Morpheus shares a plan with you. What would you like to do in response?
Yeah, I'll move up.
Okay. Anything else? No, okay. So yeah, you ask for a light, she moves up. She doesn't have a light to prepare for you, I guess, right? Anything else you want to do throughout this turn? You've got 10 minutes to go, right? That was only about like 2 minutes of the turn.
So there's no light with us?
She doesn't have a light, it sounds like. Yeah, she doesn't have one.
So who has the light source? Maybe I can't see that.
Oh, it's Tetro. He has a lantern on his belt. And aside from it, it's also Algar.
So if Jethro has a lantern on his belt, and the field of vision is as we see it here, would I not be able to see the silhouettes of the Sturges?
No, so I'm showing you where you can see it's dark, but technically you can't see them. They're in the dark. This is your actual vision.
Okay.
You see it as far as this. That's all you see.
That's okay.
So these guys would be in the dark.
Hmm.
That would be a penalty. You technically they would not even be on
They're
the
like
map.
so fucking chill, dude. Those 30s are vibing, dog.
Yeah. So this is as
Yeah.
far as you see right now.
Yeah, so I guess the only option is to try and creep by them, maybe. But we know they're there. We just can't see them at all.
To help you guys better visualize
That's-
it, yeah, I'll just take them off the board for now.
Yeah, so we know them there, but we can't see them. So I'm going to stick towards the wall, but I'd like somebody in front of me because I'd have my sleep spell ready in the event that we're attacked. Just a humble request.
Yep, it's on your person or in your hand still, equipped.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so
So
I guess you guys.
anybody with a shield in front of me.
Mace, you want to go ahead of him? You can back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess you guys just wait it
Yeah,
out
Mace
since
is
there's
one.
no one else with the light to provide you the ability to attack their position with sleep. Raheem, as you walk under them, I'm gonna roll the reaction to you. All right, they react indifferent, uncertain. They do their thing. They just keep sleeping. Peter, you checked out this wall again, right? Okay, let's see. All right, you found nothing. Algar, you are on guard, and finally we are at 1410.
Alright, do I get
Okay.
my.
Yeah, now we're gonna see if you're successful or not.
I'm just gonna get my last pick lock.
All right, so typically how it goes is you cannot attempt to pick a lock again until you're at the next level, right? So I'll let you pick a lock as if you were a normal man, right? So, or not a thief. Said I will say half the percentage is your chance. So normally,
Alright.
I think you have a. We'll double check what it says. Normally, you have a lock picking check of. Say open locks. 15% chance. So we'll give you roughly half of that. So you have 7% chance. So 7 or lower, you succeed
That's really low.
for a complex lock. Yeah. All right. You worked on it. Carefully trying to unlock it with just your tools, and it wasn't enough. Right. So that means you have to find other means to open it. Pry bars, kicking it in, saws, axes, whatever it might be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. Like,
All right. We'll come back to you guys though. That was y'all's turn from 14 to 14:10. Right. It was a 10-minute turn. All right. Vale. From 14 to 14:10. Right. So for you, the game will. It's should be 1400 still. So.
Sorry, go ahead. Start
What's your-
walking back.
Yeah. Bless you.
Sorry, I sneeze. I get knock just unlocks doors, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
So when I get up there, I'm gonna hand off my knock scroll to the mage, have him unlock it.
All right. For your regrouping of the party,
It'll be a
are
minute.
you just gonna jog back there, do combat rate, not explore, not map, not move carefully?
I'm gonna safely move. I'm not mapping or anything, but I'm gonna safely move while I'm not.
Okay,
like,
so
you know,
Encounter
they can make a loud noise. You know what I mean?
yeah, so you won't map, but you'll do a counter movement, right? So not combat, but encounter. So basically 1 minute turns, right? So you'll be able to run 60 feet in 1 minute, 10 feet per 10 seconds. Carefully making your way back, but not as careful as the point where you're mapping. Right, so you're just jogging back carefully, running at the rate of 20 feet per minute, which is your movement. So that's yeah, or times 3. I mean, so because you're in a mapped area, so 60 feet per minute. So yeah, 10 feet per 10 seconds, jogging back.
Yeah, make it back, no problem.
And yeah, you will make it. You should make it there without any issues. So at 14:10, you regroup with the crew. Your magical light arrives, right? So when his magical light arrives, of course, Morpheus, you've been waiting for a chance, but the chance suddenly arrives. You realize someone's on the way, right? Based on the magical light you can provide it. You can see Stirges hanging on the pillars. They're gonna react to the light momentarily. Okay, so light gets to
Yeah.
shine on them. Do you want to cast your sleep on them?
Yes, please.
Okay. So let's see. Their reaction to the light, first of all, is somewhat indifferent at first. They're indifferent at first, at least. The light shines on them. They just don't care. They just want to sleep because they're nocturnal. And so as you see them starting to stir, maybe try to sleep, Macy, I guess, was just on guard. Reem, of course, was at the pillar looking up at them, maybe. But you casted sleep on the ones you could see. And from your from your vantage point, you were only able to see almost a little over half, but there are two out of your vantage point, right? Two you couldn't see from where you stood. Is that fine? Would you still cast, or would you want to move in before you cast it?
No, I want to cast that as soon as possible.
Okay. You're not taking chances?
Yep.
Alright, we'll do 2d8. This is your... Are you using your sleep scroll or your memorize to sleep?
My memorized sleep spell.
Okay, so you just have to put... you have to put something away to cast it. So, the bow or the scroll, what do you put away to cast your memorized one?
Oh, well, I guess I put the bow away. I'll put the bow down.
Yeah. You can pick it up shortly after. You dropped it, you started casting. Alright. All of them are targeted. They're going to make their saves. Okay. Looks like it's all a fail. I'm gonna double check.
Oh, brilliant.
You might have won there.
My boy!
Easy day.
Alright,
Magic for the win. Let's see.
we start killing them in their sleep.
Yeah, so 5 of them crash off the pillar, and hit the deck. They'll take some subdual damage possibly, for falling from that height. So, or yeah, they'll all take the same amount of damage of subdual damage. They're asleep. They fall. They'll take 5 subdual damage, right? If they drop. Well, flying creatures usually can fall, I think, without taking too much damage. So, see, birds drop out of the sky all the time, I think. No, but they're flying, so. Let's see, if they fell unconscious and hit the deck, yeah. They'll take, yeah, they'll take like half. I think it's fair. So they'll all take roughly 3 damage. Okay. Let's see.
Okay.
Half of the normal subdual force damage and all that. Let's check their hit points. So 3 damage. Anything that's 3 or lower died, or not died, but went unconscious. This is actually excessive force, so they'd wake up upon falling technically.
Yeah.
But they would be damaged, ready to be stomped on. So 2 of them are damaged badly. When they hit the deck, they broke bones, right?
Oh, shit.
Wait, let me look it up online. Let's see. Do birds take fall damage? Pretty much.
I think since as we're going to unfortunately execute them anyway, we would go about doing that, and they'd still be asleep. Does that make sense?
Okay, I'm gonna say, yeah, birds are gonna take full damage actually. If they were unconscious and they just fell from roughly 20 feet or so, 15 feet, then they're gonna take a full damage. They all took 5 actually. So 3 of them are badly injured, while 2 of them are, yeah, 3 of them broke bones because they went negative, but it's subdual, so they can't go negative, so they're at 0. So they broke bones and they're disabled, while the other ones are just badly injured. So this guy at 8 dropped to 3 hit points. This guy at 6 dropped to 1 hit point. The other ones are all fucked up upon falling, right? They're subdued. They broke bones and are twitching on the ground, right? But they're all awake now. So upon waking, of course, you all can react. So as they fell over, Reem, did you want to shoot at the other 2 or something else that were hanging on the wall? Reem.
Reem. Honestly, you there?
Okay.
Said he falls asleep.
Macy, did you want to take any action against them as they all fell to the ground, or something else?
Yeah, can I like start stabbing at the ones on the floor?
Oh yeah, this guy here is alive and he's waking up, twitching. So you can stab him dead real quick. So as Macy goes on to kill one of them, who is trying to recover from the fall, while the others are twitching around. Um, Morpheus, that was you casting your spell. They moved in. Right after casting your spell, what would you do?
I'd like to ready my sleep scroll.
Alright. Yeah, it's ready. See, it's already ready, so I guess, do you want to start casting it, or do you just want to hold off?
Once I get full visual on everything in that room.
Okay, so you want to advance first? You want to move in?
Yeah.
Right.
Carefully, and I'd like cover. So
Peek around the
whoever is
corner.
behind me or around me, I'd like them to move in front of me.
She's moving in
If
to
that's
kill.
alright.
So, no one. She's moving in to kill, so you can stay behind her. Yeah, you can follow her in there.
Alright.
Back to Peter and Algar. Let's see. What would you like to do from here? So, I don't know. Tetro, right? So,
Yes.
after realizing that you couldn't pick it in your second attempt, what would you do? And also, upon your second attempt, magical light is provided as Vale's arriving, and then as he starts arriving, Morpheus, Macy start combating the Stirges, right? What's your move?
I'm going to put. I already have my lantern on. Yeah. I think you also need to adjust my light. I think just my light. I think.
Sorry, what? What do you want to do?
My because I put my lantern on my hip. I think the light's meant to be small.
Oh.
I don't think you ever did that.
Right. You're right. Thank you. Good sportsmanship. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I didn't think much of it at first, but then I have it on my hip. So I'm going to put away my lockpicking and take out my bow.
What kind of bow is it?
It's a combo.
Alright, so as you prepare your composite bow. Yeah.
I want to start sneaking.
Sneaking? Okay, move silently.
Yeah.
Okay, you're crouched, you're moving silently. Thieves do so very exceptionally. Back to Peter. It looks like we're about to enter a combat, kind of. It's nothing too dangerous yet. Do you want to engage, or do you want to keep checking this wall, or something else?
Do I got line of sight on the one that's falling down, like right in front of me?
Yeah, you do see two of them right now. They're on the ground, like twitching, recovering, trying to recover from the fall. You want to shoot one?
Yeah, I would like to shoot one.
Okay, yeah. Your girl's ready to fire. Algar, do you want to do anything?
I'm gonna move all the way forward as much as I can to go help and engage.
Okay, you're advancing. Vale, upon arrival, you see that the party just starts advancing further in, right? Maybe because they're waiting on some light. But what do you want to do upon arrival?
I'm gonna do something a little bold. I'm just gonna go knock on that door and say, "Hey, you guys alive in there?"
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Reem has collapsed.
You guys will
right?
be moving.
He's fallen asleep, I think.
They're just gonna go fuck him up.
And
oh my god, I put him to sleep by accident.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
No,
Collateral. Macy goes in there, tries to stab this guy dead who fell to the ground. He's trying to recover. Naturally, he didn't die, and he was just lightly injured. So he's gonna try to fly off, right? So I would say in this case, as Macy stepped in there with her spear and tried to stab him, he's trying to fly away. We're gonna do an initiative check here. See if he flew off before she could stab him. Okay. Macy got 6. Alright. And she hit it. And she skewered him into the wall before he could fly away. Right? Or as he was flying away, she just stabbed him into the pillar. Right. Actually, when this guy hit the deck, by the way, when he fell to the deck, this pillar shoots out a strange gas. Right. And it starts to spread 10 feet area. 7. Okay. So 10-foot area of gas emerges from this pillar. So anything in there is gassed, right? They're coughing on the gas right now. Both of them are. Right? The gas emerges from the various face carvings. Just comes out of their mouth, like it blows out of their open mouths, right? So they're just blowing outward this poison gas. Right? So Macy, you step away, maybe it starts to stink, right? It starts to burn your eyes. Reem is in no, Reem is fine. This one's not triggered. Okay. Yeah, they fell injured. Then Peter fired his round into these guys here. Did you go for the one that was twitching, or did you go for the one that's trying to fly away?
The one.
This guy's getting up to fly away, right? They probably broke
The
morale.
one that was.
Oh wait, they didn't break morale. But he's like getting up. This one's actually getting up. This one's just twitching. So the one that's twitching is easier to hit naturally. He's not moving.
Yeah, the one's twitching.
Alright, that is a hit. Your coral goes into him. Let's check your damage. Okay, so you've got a heavy crossbow, right? So you get 2d6 damage.
Yep.
Technically, these things are half our size, so we'll get double. Alright, you obliterated this guy. He is shot dead into the floor. Overkill, yeah. Pinned him to the floor. Alright. Algar advanced around you right after you fired, and you start reloading, I suppose, right after you fired. But Algar, you move up in there. And are you just trying to close the distance, close an attack? Or something else?
I am gonna try to get in closer to attack with the spear.
Okay. Right. Let me see. I think you're a medium or heavy. Do you know if you're a heavy or a medium footman?
I think I'm a heavy.
Okay, so you were only able to advance 10 feet then. You should be around here. Alright. Vale, upon arrival you were trying to just sprint up ahead, trying to get to that door, but Algar was kind of in the way. He's a little slow. So you couldn't quite get there. That's that combat round completed. Alright. Moving into the next combat round. So Macy, you've killed this one. These guys are twitching and dying from the poison gas. Right. They're dead pretty much at that point. This one tries to fly off. Saving throw versus the poison gas. Oh, no, there's no poison gas on him. Never mind. He flew off. Well, he has morale actually. He has morale, so his morale would basically, since he passed, it's defensive. It's not flying away. But yeah, it's gonna. This is past the morale check technically. It's outnumbered. Yeah, it will fight.
Check that ground.
It flies into Macy possibly. Hopefully someone can intercept it. As it's flying toward Macy, Morpheus, you saw Macy stab one. Macy, this one's flying at you. You can turn and stab him too, before it closes in. This guy here, of course, reacts hostilely. These two as well. They're flying at us. 3 of them. So they're all flying toward us. And Morpheus, did you want to like cast your sleep scroll again, or cast your sleep?
Yeah, I want to cast sleep.
All right. We'll say that you are like already in the midst of casting it last round, right? So you'll finish casting it this round, and it'll go off against all 3 of them possibly. You're just waiting for them all to emerge. So, as you did that, Tethro, you got your combo out. You see them flying. You want to fire at them as they fly over to your crew, or something else? They're up.
Would I be unseen?
Yeah, you're crouched. You're unseen. Indeed, this is considered a partial backstab.
I get partial backpack?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna choose the plus.
The
4,
fresh ones.
and
Oh yeah, +4.
And since they're near, I don't have risk.
They're flying. They're overhead, so you've got a decent chance to hit them. You're crouched.
Alright.
Okay, it is harder to make an attack when you're crouched sometimes. At least in melee. I think missiles it might be okay.
I ain't in melee. That's a 6.
Alright. So you might miss one, but there's a
Damn.
chance you would hit a different one. There's a lineup. He's got cover from the first one still though.
Well, okay, well, I have a whole bunch of bonuses, don't I?
Yeah. So actually, with your
from
bonuses,
the
you might have hit.
From partial backstab, I have a +4.
+4 to hit.
Okay.
Your dexterity bonus +1 again. So you got an 11,
+1.
and then close range is 12.
Yes.
Let me see. Okay, yeah, you hit him. Give me damage. It's gonna be doubled, so it's gonna be 2d8.
Yep. 15.
Alright, this one's hella weak. Shot right through him. Died. Right, arrow went through him. This one flies onto Morpheus, who is casting his spell. Algar charged up there, saw this guy flying into Morpheus. Over Morpheus or into Morpheus. Peter already fired his crossbow bolt, so he's reloading. And then Vale, of course, you're moving up there with your Master Campo. Because he couldn't get to the door, maybe you can shoot at this guy overhead, over your crew. Tunnels actually might be too narrow, actually. Never mind. I don't think we got a line of fire. There's too many people in the way. So
Yeah,
he is flying, but...
Usually 2 people is where I draw the line.
Yeah, so he's flying in. Morpheus' spell might go off, fortunately, but this guy flies at Macy, so let's see if Macy can hit him. Macy, you're stabbing at a Stirge flying toward you. As he leaps onto you, or tries to at least, I think you still land a hit. 11. Let's check your strength. Alright, just an 11. Damn. Oh yeah, +2 because you have you're level 3. Your fighting skills +2 to hit. That's a hit. Your damage is 1d6 times 2, so 2d6. So let me know if you want to use the bot. Otherwise, I'll just roll on the table.
You could just roll.
Okay, so yeah, a Stirge flies up to you. You thrust your spear into it. You merely nicked it, but no. Even with the minimal amount of damage, you still tear him. You cut off his wing. He goes flying into the wall after that, and Fresh is dead. Right, so you thought you would just nick him, but cutting off his wing was just enough. Crashes into the wall. He's already badly injured. Breaks bones, dies. Right, his beak maybe also gets crushed into the wall as he flew, or flew right into you. Tried to at least. This guy comes zooming into Morpheus. Right, he jumps from the pillar, goes flying into Morpheus for a dive attack. Morpheus he was already in the midst of casting sleep last round, so I'm gonna say what would make the difference here is an initiative check to see, because he has to fly to Morpheus, but it's pretty fast. Morpheus is already casting his scroll though, so I'll give Morpheus an initiative check, see if he can cast that scroll before the Stirge lands on him or in him. Okay, so Morpheus initiative 4, Stirge's initiative 3. Alright, it was meant to be. So the Stirge is too late by a second. Morpheus' spell goes off. He makes a save versus sleep. He fails and crashes into Morpheus unconscious, right? Just falls onto Morpheus. Right. So then Morpheus, you can just smash him.
Just got hit with a flying potato.
Yeah, so he just comes crashing into you without dealing any damage.
Now, 2 free hands after he catches, he can literally
So you
just
basically catch him, right?
Yeah,
he
I'll
flies
just put
onto
him
you.
to sleep, catch him, and slit his throat with one of my arrows.
Okay, you want to just kill him? Alright.
That's mage right there.
So you slice his throat, right? It's a live Stirge, but you killed it. Alright. The other ones are twitching around. They'll be dead soon. This one's still... No, this one's shot dead. Yeah, he was twitching. These guys died from poison. Alright. So it looks like the battle's won.
Let's sleep.
But freaking Reem fell asleep. It's pretty late for everyone, and we're at 3 hours already, so we should wrap things up here. Alright.
Can I check the door?
Yeah, we can check the door before you leave.
The door, bro, we can't fuck with that door. It's locked.
I can.
He can. He has magic.
Okay.
I just want to see if they're friendly or not. Because if they be throwing prisoners and shit in there, our dwarf friends might be in there, and I might be able to get fucking some dudes back to Karn or wherever I live.
Yeah.
All right, you wanna?
Point.
So as the party loots up, we'll wrap it up. The party loots up, drags Beam or Reem out of there, gets the safe distance as Vale prepares to knock on the door and talk to whoever might be behind it. Party stands guard. Just to wrap up the story here, right? They looted up. They got Reem
GM.
back. What's up?
GM, sorry. I would like us to loot this area where the Stirges are. There's definitely stuff around there, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I don't even looted.
You're alive, Reem?
What's up?
Yeah.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
Did
to
you
the guy that
wake up
wants to
again?
loot.
Okay.
So we were here just a couple minutes ago. I don't think you were in the game with us. Those pressure plates have loot. We've already taken the loot that was there. It's about 600 to 700
Oh,
pounds
so
of copper.
Splate is already looted.
Yes. So
Okay.
I recommend leaving them alone.
Alright. Yeah, and if it's already looted, maybe we should go.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see, and depending on the reaction, DM, what I'm going to do is if it's friendly, I'm going to open the door. If it's not, I'm gonna wizard block it.
Okay, if you do that, you're gonna. If you cast a spell, your invisibility's gonna break. Is that fine?
I'm gonna have my mage do it. I'm just gonna hand him the thing and explain what's going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so Morpheus will do it, so you can stay invisible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. So you'll knock on the door, try to talk to whatever's on the other side, right? You knocked on it.
Yep. Because if it knows English or common, chances are, it's probably friendly.
Alright. And the reaction. You try to listen. There's an indifferent reaction. Basically, you hear nothing by the door. You knocked on it. You asked if there's anybody in there. No one answers. You want to keep going? Or do you want to try to break the door down? Or move on? You can cast knock on the door to open it, right? So.
Hang on. Give me just 1 second. Okay, cool. I grabbed that then. Thank you, bud. Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
Can I try again?
Yeah, just keep knocking. Sure.
Just a little harder and louder. Yeah.
Anyone else want to do anything as he knocks on this door?
Let me prepare my.
I'm just ready to lock it again.
I'm just get ready to run.
So you got wizard lock.
Nah, you guys are good. Yeah.
And he knocks on the door again normally. See if there's a response.
Yeah, we got knock and wizard lock, so we can either open it or keep it closed forever.
Alright, you get a positive response this time, right? So it agrees to respond this time, whatever's behind it. And you hear like chains rattling, some sniffing, and a few like pleading yelps. It's like squealing.
Yelps. Dogs or the stupid kobolds. Leave them alone. Let them be. I'm gonna mess with it.
Move on.
Yeah, probably not a smart move, but it's in the game. We can check it later. We know what's behind there now.
Yep, so you heard barking behind the door. Or
Yep.
yelping. Alright, let's head out with our loot. I guess today was just reconnaissance, explore into some new areas, make some plans on how we might approach them next time. We know what might be behind this door at least. We know that the orcs are to the north of those double doors. And we know that past this tapestry is a secret passage leading to other areas of the dungeon. We know that from the balcony you can enter level 2 of the dungeon, right? So some new new discoveries, no treasure exactly found. Stirges were encountered and hunted down. Stirges are decent loot, decent prize to carry home. They don't have any bounties on them because they're not exactly hostile, right, or anything like that. But they're sold as a whole. Their whole body is sold in the markets for their blood sacks, their meat, their hides, possibly. So, yeah, feathered bird-like creatures, with long beaks that are really good at draining people's fluids, blood particularly.
Really good. Yeah, you get fucking bit, you're toast, dude.
Yeah, they suck it super fast. So, they'll drain you
Yeah.
to a husk. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we collected 7 of them, so they're worth about 1.3 experience each. So let's do the math right there, times 7. So the haul brought us 9 XP total.
Oh, not bad.
Nothing, not too serious, or
Yeah.
small
Sorry,
risk.
guys, I did try.
We were separated, so
No, I think the exploration and mapping was worth more than a lot more loot, actually.
yeah.
So well done there.
All right.
The whole goal for me today was to kill some fucking orcs, but all I did was get scared by a spider and see some fucking centipedes.
Yeah, we'll get at the pigmen.
Oh, we can be ready.
You guys need more light.
Yes. For the love of God, please get torches.
You done got fucking spoiled by my light, bastards.
No,
Yeah, my bad.
I always keep a lantern, so I'm
All right. Stirges as a whole are worth 13 coppers apiece. So 30 times 7. We got 91 coppers for them total. Alright, so that's going to be divided among the ranks. Yeah, today, very slow push. Lots of discoveries, at least in the dungeon. Nothing major found, just new areas to check out next time. Little to no treasure looted, just monsters hunted. So low risk, kind of low reward, right? But maybe we got knowledge for what we'll do next time, right? So decent run for sure. It wasn't for nothing, right? With this many people in your crew, which is 7 people, all of you can get 1 XP. What's up?
So, I want to say, since Reem kept falling asleep on us and kind of he should.
Bro, you was asleep the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
What? No, I was not.
You slept through the most important parts, homie.
You skipped 4 turns.
He was here to say I did nothing.
Oh, really?
Or stand guard.
Yeah, so I say if we can, he gets he doesn't get as much. Definitely no experience. No experience.
You're the captain. You make the decision.
Alright, it's your call. It might be fair,
I'm
right?
not playing for experience anyways.
You get half of what everyone else gets because you didn't do much. You fell asleep a couple times. How many times?
Alright, I mean, at least you get something out of it, right? You didn't have to do much. You still get something out of it, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
Being nice and not give, because you coming in here still.
Yeah, it takes up some time. It's kind of a liability, but it's alright. You still got rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So.
I feel like I shouldn't give you anything, but you came here and risked your life.
Yeah.
Even though you gained ability, it's.
Alright, it's only fair. Alright, so that's fine. If no one else is does anyone object to your leader's call on how the spoils should be split? Alright, 3 of you are getting an extra XP then. Since all of you get 1 except Reem, there's 3 extra. So who gets the 3 extra?
Okay, I'm Fearless Explorer. Sorry, boss man. I just want to say that, Vale should get extra XP for the exploration solo. It wasn't a selfish effort, and it was at risk.
Yes, I do agree. But I think you, sir, Morpheus, should get some extra for that sleep spell. Very useful.
Thank you very much. Much obliged, boss man.
Alright, any objections to Vale or Morpheus getting the extra, the bonus? Okay, and then one more gets a bonus. Is it going to be your captain or someone else?
Yeah, captain should always get a bonus if we make it out alive, I think.
Yeah, led successfully.
Taking on the responsibility.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't do so well doing a thief,
It's okay.
unfortunately I'm able to pick up. I tried.
tried to carefully open it. Now I guess we have to recklessly open it next time, or forcibly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that, money splits. For the money splits, should we do 7 ways, or do you guys want to do like half share for Reem, or how do you guys want to split the money?
We give half share to Reem, and then we.
Everyone else get the full share. Okay.
Yes, everyone else gets full share.
So in that case, there are 13 shares. Everyone gets 2. He gets 1. So let me divide 91 by 13. So everyone gets 7 today, and he gets 3, right? There, or any he gets a remainder. So everyone gets 7. 7 times 6. Oh no, everyone gets 14. I mean, one share is 7. So Reem gets 7. Everyone gets 14. Yeah, there we go. There, that maths out.
All right.
So let me reward your characters real quick. So starting with 300. Today, sadly, you didn't find secrets. Hopefully, at some point, it pays off, right? Your detection. We'll see. So you earned 1 XP today out of the 15 you need to level. You didn't die at least as well. Let's see. You earned 14 coppers. Big achievement for our 300. He usually always dies. Alright.
Woo! Yeah, let's go.
So you get to live this time. Alpha, Algar, you earned 1 XP. You're at 5 now. 25% there. And then money wise, you went up to 14 coppers on you. Tethro,
Nice.
you earned 2 XP today as captain. Right, you're at 4 of 12, 20 or 33% there. And coppers, you earned 14 pieces. Vale, you earned 2, double because you're an old soldier. So 4, so yeah, 58 of 80, making good progress. And then
I'm gonna head out.
have a good night. Thank you, Ethan. Thanks for playing. Thanks for leading our crew tonight.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna head out too.
Have a good night. Yeah, appreciate it. We'll wrap it up. Thank
You
for
run
playing.
one tomorrow?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
I will be level 3 by the end of
Tomorrow will be my last day of leave, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna get back to work after that. But then I'll be back on the weekend, of course, most likely.
Yeah.
Alright. My schedule will be changing up
Thanks,
because I'll
Jim.
be PMO probably soon. So I will be working weekends probably at some point.
And, well, I mean,
Yeah. All right. Yeah,
you know what? I mean, I'm literally up all night every night. So
that's
it doesn't
awesome.
really matter.
Yeah, it really works out. For you to just work and play at the same time. Let's see.
Well, I gotta make a couple phone calls. So
Thanks for playing,
you
brother.
guys have a good night. Is there
Yeah, thanks, Jim.
Thanks.
I'm out too.
Yep.
Ciao,
Have a good night,
guys.
brother.
Thanks very much.
I'll take care
Ciao,
of
Jim.
the notes.
Bye.